Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 12.
Well. Who's still up? We're not going to be up here long because I know on the East Coast it's very, very late. And I know you guys couldn't wait to go to bed. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 1-2 Talk Hoops. I'm your host, Juju, and where we talk straight talk, straight chaser, straight down, no chaser. Tonight, it's a carryover from last night. Just a little recap. I did a show called The Young Hoes, and I was just really excited and encouraged by the 7-game win streak that the Mystics were on, and I was excited at the hope and the chances of like at least getting one win from these ACES. Okay, so there's a series going on with the Mystics, 2-game series. You know that, right? Tuesday and Thursday. Tonight, yes, I'm disappointed that they won. But I got to say, the YOs took one on the chin tonight. They did. Washington came into Vegas with momentum, confidence, and a chance to show exactly how close this young team is to the league's upper tier. And tonight, Vegas gave them an answer. But see, that's why I love these 2-game series, because now there are no more hypotheticals yet. You know, you felt A'ja Wilson. You saw the pressure that we talked about. You experienced the adjustments we talked about. You know where Vegas attacked you. I don't want to put it out there, but one thing I did say is limit your turnovers. Limit your turnovers. If you don't, particularly Washington, limit your turnovers because they're going to take it. That's all they have. I feel that the Mystics are right where they need to be with ACES. You match up very well, but you got to limit your turnovers because it's a run out. And yeah. You know what? You know where your offense stalled. You know what worked and what absolutely did not work. So now I want to see Sydney Johnson and these Mystics respond. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to know, Shakira, what did you learn tonight? What did you learn? Look, keep your head up, though. Keep your head up, Shakira, for sure, because I've seen a lot of good stuff from you. What did you learn? Georgia Amor, how do you respond to the pressure to not turn that ball over? What could you do differently? Sonia Citron, Cody, Kiki, Lauren, what changes for you Thursday? And now Benaj Delaney Hamilton is here. Where can the veteran experience help? Because I've been telling everybody, still stop overlooking Washington. I'm not running from that tonight just because they lost. I'm not. I'm still on track with how I feel about them. But if we're going to call you a dangerous playoff team, Washington, part of becoming that team is, you know, you got to learn how to respond when a contender punches you in the mouth. So Thursday is your test. Not whether Washington can magically become Vegas overnight. No. I want to see whether these YOs can adjust, can make the adjustment. Can they protect the basketball a lot better? Can they execute when Vegas turns up pressure? This is what we talked about. When that pressure hits, how do you respond? Can Washington, can you defend without losing your offensive rhythm? Can the bench change the game? The bench came in, definitely, thank goodness, because, man, you know, thank goodness for the rest. But I think when my bench came in from Washington, it wasn't as effective as it normally is. So bench, What are you going to do differently? So basically, can they take everything Vegas showed them tonight and come back on Thursday and punch back? That's what we're going to be looking for. So game one belongs to Vegas. Thursday, we find out what the YOs, young hoes, are made of. And that's really all I wanted to say. Good evening, good evening. I know I don't want to keep y'all up. Donovan, Sahara, Subju as expected our outside shooting. And more than that, I wasn't concerned with how they battled, but their outside shooting wasn't all that great. It was the turnovers that we warned you about, right, Donovan? Something I think you and I might have talked about. The problem was expected is what happens to outside. You guys keep saying outside shooting. Okay. But I'm going to go back and probably look at their let me look at their numbers because they were right there in the game. Bump the outside shooting. Obviously, the Vegas outside shooting wasn't hitting much either. To me, it was when I said the pressure gets turned up, stop turning the ball over and allowing them to score. It also didn't help. Okay, the Georgia and Nick were missing in action offensively and handling the ball pressure, Georgia. And why were we playing her so long when we could have put Floric in? Which would have helped a whole lot when they put the pressure on Georgia. Georgia, I've seen her trying to get out of it, but she couldn't really bring the ball up. And I told you that Sony would do it. But I was proud of the Mystics. Donovan, me too. They were a plus 11 on the glass. Man, tell me about it. And that's those offensive rebounds kept them in the game for 3 quarters. Most definitely did. Come on, man. What did we lose? What did they lose by for real? Come on. I'm just disappointed. That's all. So Ajax, the greatest combo in the W. One thing about Jackie that I'm gonna say tonight, she's a real basketball player. She doesn't just stand around looking to drive or looking to shoot, playing perimeter defense. She actually goes after 50-50 balls. She tries to make steals. She does all these other like intangible things that don't necessarily show up on paper. Like, you just play basketball and you play in the streets, in your neighborhood, wherever you're from, and you're just playing pickup. And pickup it's down and dirty. There's no coach. There's nobody saying, hey, this is your role. This is where you guard. This is where you stand. It's just basketball. Yeah, Casey, she just plays basketball. She does it better than anyone on ACES. She's their garbage collector. Like she toughs it out. She's just there. If there's a lot of times if Jackie hadn't got some of those things, some of those, 50-50 balls and things like that, or just turns something, nothing into something, they wouldn't have won. They wouldn't have won because she wasn't, What else you guys want to say? 39. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. 39% from 3 for Vegas. That's not bad. 28 for the Mystics. Okay, I see the difference. 10-point separation that hurt them. Vegas made 9 threes, the Mystics 5. Okay. But again, how much did he get blown out? MDT, what's going on? You want to come up and holler for a little bit before I go to bed? It wasn't by much. It wasn't good, but I just was making my point. Big Red, what's up? Stakey Roblox, come in and say hello to the chat gang and myself. And if you haven't subscribed, can I get you to subscribe? It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Hit that subscribe button right now for me. And bring me from 817 to 818. MDT, I want to come. There were other games played tonight. If you want to share your thoughts on this one, and if you want to, I backed away from talking about the Fever too much because I covered the controversies. I covered them when they did well. I covered them when they're not doing well. A whole lot. My goal right now is 900, but ultimately, thank you. My goal is 1,000. I'm just starting out, but I've been on and off doing this for probably a good year now. But I had to take some time off. My mother passed, but so I'm really trying to get full time. And my main focus is WNBA and USC. So I'm trying to hit that goal from you. So I love that. I got like what would I tell you guys? 100 a month. So with people like you that are dropping by and saying, "Oh, I appreciate you." I love Big Red. If you talk about Shakira, I love Big Red. I think she's staying healthy. I think I'm seeing the best. Like, it's so amazing watching Shakira just toughen it out and Kiki tough it out. Against Asia and Alyssa. But the thing is, if there's a series, this is a glimpse. Because I really think the Fever Mystics can get by the first round. We'll see. And then they would probably face a tough opponent like the Aces or maybe the Fever. I agree. They hit those open threes. That makes a difference because free throws were even. Yep. It wasn't that much. I was telling you, you didn't. I told you, MDT. Welcome to the stage, MDT. Introduce yourself. I love your logo. It's pretty tight. I really like that. MDT, that's pretty tight. MDT. I really like that. I love that. What does MDT mean?
Well, it's funny that you asked that. So I have a company, my business, and it's called Midwest Driver Training. So we provide training for people who want to get commercial driver's licenses. So, and that's where the MDT came from. So the first time that I decided to come up on somebody's live stream, I said, "Hey, here we go." So
got it.
That's where that came from.
I knew I should have got that story behind that, because I was like, wait a minute, I need to get the story behind this. And then I'm looking at, I'm like, I really like that. That's pretty tight. I like that.
Yeah, just kind of stuck. So if my handle's MDT ELDT, then the numbers. So that's where that came from.
It's funny
because
I have
person to ask.
Yeah, I'm glad I was at first. I have in my lifetime, I have 6, 7 friends, like family friends or close friends that were truck drivers. Actually,
yeah,
I have 1, 2, 3. I knew 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 women.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
4 women, about 6 guys that I know. Yeah.
And the neat thing about it, my sister's, her maiden name, her initials are M and T. So that's the other thing that's nice about this. So if that D was a different letter, then it would be the whole thing. But it's still nice. I always remember her. So she's close to me and she's in my heart. So that's the other nice thing about this.
That's sweet.
And then when people call me MDT, it feels a little different than when somebody says my name, right? So this is just kind of neat.
And you don't have to share it, because I know people like to be anonymous or whatever. But eventually, I don't know. Do I ever know everybody? Some people I do. Some people, I've said mine because I had to explain where my nickname, or some people call me Juju, and why are they calling me that, and how that came about. I had to explain. It's like, no, I'm not a Juju fanatic that I just want to use her nickname. It's actually Julie, and so my dad called me Juju, and then some say Ju. So, and then I like everybody loved Raymond, right?
Everybody loves Juju,
and everybody loves Chris,
right?
Right, and then the number 12 at the end, or I say 1, 2. That's Juju's number, but it was also a photo of me. I don't know if it, one of my other introductions, you can see me, and you can see I wore 12 my senior, and I'm a shooting guard. So we had a lot in common, and that's what I told her when I first met her. So in the Bay Area, but tonight I'm disappointed, but I'm also encouraged. I'm encouraged because it's a 2-game series. I know that Sydney did something really good. They both played 9. I did notice that. So he tried to play it closer to the vest, but it was just a little. I think that, again, the Aces sped him up a bit, but they kept trying to like, hey, stay calm, finish at the rim. I mentioned on Twitter the savviness of Asia. If you study her and really watch her the way I do, she bumps you and throws you off. And it used to throw people off to where they would think they're going to get an and one and throw it up or get a foul. And now that one block in the first quarter was, if you Asia does it every time. She uses her hip. She uses her thigh. And she's got her hands up. So you think like, no, my hands are up. No, Asia, you're bumping her. You're throwing her off. Just anybody, you're throwing them off just a little bit. But Kiki was fighting through it. She tried it a couple of times and got the block on Shakira. And then Shakira started getting smart and recognizing like, no, stop, pause, wait, make another move, get in the stand. Once they go flat and stand still, then you finish on the other side of the rim or you step through. I've seen a lot of growth. I saw a lot of growth for them.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys in the chat were saying to me that they need to do better on the outside shooting. I have to agree because Michaela Underwetter was not hitting her shots the way she has. I think honestly that Michaela shrinks. Like I think Michaela still kind of like fears the big bad aces. And it's like nobody but you feels that way. Kiki doesn't feel afraid. Shakira doesn't feel afraid. Sony damn sure don't feel afraid. You're the only one. Cody damn sure didn't feel afraid, but Cody was getting back to her old ways of rushing. Jacob, welcome to the stage. Baby Jacob.
Hey, Jacob. Nice to see you, buddy. Tough loss, man. I got you. I feel for you, man.
Hey, hold on, Drew. I gotta say something. MDT, you're Hispanic. I'm also Hispanic, so that's nice to know.
Oh, how did you know that? How'd you find that out? Did Juju expose me?
I think I exposed you.
Oh,
you said it on stream.
And you said it. He was listening to.
Okay, good. Yeah,
but let's move on. The Mystics, they gotta shoot better and they gotta stop turning the damn ball over.
You're right. But if you recall,
hey, shout out Asia Wilson and Jackie Young though.
Jacob, if you recall, the last time they played somebody back to back like this, they won the second game, and that was Juju's team, Golden State. Recall that?
Oh yeah, I remember that, and it was in Ball too.
Yeah, that's correct. So we could see.
I feel like they can get one. I feel like they can get one, guys.
Yeah,
they're not afraid. With it. They're
not afraid, like you said earlier. They're not afraid. So, and sometimes that's half of it right there. Like you go in there and you just play and you do these little things better that you're talking about shooting. I see here they're 13 from 18 from the line. Got to do a little better there. You know, that could have made a difference and shoot better from three. And yeah, they may have been a little bit small for the moment this time, but obviously this is a team that can learn their lesson and compete with anybody. So you take the L and it stinks, but I don't think a lot of people had him this year, Jacob. Juju was talking about him. Remember, Jacob was very hopeful. So was
I was more like to see them building something like but then when I started seeing I got excited because I'm like, wait a minute, you're like a year ahead of where I have you, but I love it. But now they're kind of dropping down. They dropped maybe to 6. Where are they at now? Welcome Jeremy, Adam, welcome to the show. Hello guys.
What's good, Jeremy? What's good?
Hey Jeremy.
If you haven't subbed or hit the like button, please do before you forget. Sahara said that to me on your way that goes full tilt on defense and her offense suffers. That's typically her. And it's really tough. People don't realize how tough it is to be a two-way player. Yeah, they take it really for granted when they see people can do it with ease, that just play that kind of style of ball. But being a two-way player is not for everybody. Not everybody can do it. But everybody has to do it, tries to do it, but usually something suffers. And I agree with you. Michaela disappointed me a little bit today. It's not her fault. I'm not blaming her. What's good, Pano, Auntie Juju, Jay?
Hello.
Jay, why you ducking? Hey, Drew, that's why I always appreciate Kennedy Smith, because she's a two-way player and she does it the right way. That's why I always appreciate her. That's why I appreciate Jackie Young, because they both played the ball two ways.
And Kennedy Smith is who? Excuse my ignorance.
You're good.
No, you're good. UCLA. I mean USC. Sorry, USC.
Okay.
Right here in the photo.
I figured. I heard that. I heard you guys talk about that before.
Yeah, you're good, MDT. Hey, since you're part of the panel and part of the chat all the time, you're going to be hearing us say her name a lot this year. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Juju's still working on that course so I can study up before the season starts. I don't know how far along she's gotten, but
I talked about it a little bit today. Go to the USC show that we do
ma'am.
on Tuesdays. I talked a little bit today. Next Tuesday, I will be talking about who my particular, and this is just my particular X factor, and I'm gonna give you a little glimpse of what I'm gonna talk about. My X factor is for the team next year. It's the freshman, Sanaya Hall, and what I mean by that is welcome to the stage, Jay. Welcome to the stage, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
What I mean by why I say Sanai Hall is my X factor. I'm gonna go into detail a little bit because if you really think about this, the fact that everybody's gonna be focused on Juju, or even Jazzy, and as you know, who's our other creator. But if you get that extra whether Sanaya comes off the bench or whether it doesn't matter, off the bench or as a starter for her, we're winning because the big three, Jazzy, Juju, and Kennedy, right?
Yes.
And then the X factor for me is you throw in. How dare we throw in Sanaya if she actually is unstoppable? Like where you got to pick your poison. She throws teams severely off because if she starts cooking, and you got my big three, oh my God. That's the next factor for me. I'll explain a little bit more what I mean. Welcome to the stage, B. Will.
Hey, what's good, my guy? What's good, B. Will?
So far, everybody kind of we're proud of YO, our young host. We're proud.
Yeah, we proud of them.
But they felt that the chat felt that they missed those outside shots. But I think Donovan told me that ACES made 9, we made 5. Big deal, okay? But I also felt that I told you guys last night, we cannot, when the pressure hits, turn the ball over, and because they will convert.
I'm glad you brought that up. Turnovers, but as a young team, I think that's just something you see. That's something they got to grow in. It's like possessions matter, especially against a championship team, veteran team. You got to have all possessions. All possessions matter.
You can't drop food around them. That's like a hungry dog to snatch it up and eat it up. Like you can't do that. Yeah. You got to be a little bit more careful. But I can't say, I'm not gonna lie. Jay was in my ear tonight. Jay was like, "Why is Amor in the game so long?" I couldn't believe he did that long. I don't know what he.
Me neither.
Hey, Auntie Jew, remember what I said yesterday? If Georgia Amor's trash or Michelle Onuera, you playing Cody McMahon or Cassandra Prosper, and that man did not do it.
He didn't even give Cassandra an opportunity.
That's because Lainey Hamilton is there.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, but that's fine. And she did fine. She did fine.
Oh, she did well for her first game in a couple of months. She did well.
I thought she did.
I thought she did too.
But hey, what did we lose by? Again, what was
10 or 12?
7, 10, something like that. Whatever.
Out rebounded it by 11.
Let's see.
41-30.
They lost by 10, 76-86.
At one point, the Aces had in the first half. The Aces had 3 rebounds total, and the Mystics had 16.
Yeah, we was killing it, wasn't we? That was killing it on the boards. They did all of that right. They did all of that right. I loved it. And then he didn't even play right, Donovan. I didn't even see Angela get in. Yeah. I didn't even see that. You saw that? I didn't even know. I didn't catch it.
I did notice that. I was like, he didn't play.
And she got 5 points because when I looked, I was like, dang, he didn't play Prosper, Dukelet, and another
Lucy Olsen.
Lucy Olsen
going down.
Well, I'm not surprised by that. I'm honestly not surprised.
Dukelet has been dwindling kind of consistently because Cody McMahon hasn't been so good.
But they don't even play the same position.
They don't. They play 4.
I know, but what Cody gives has been so impactful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been.
And Shakira and Kiki.
She just need to slow down a little bit, guys. Like she rushed it a little bit, I think. Yeah, Cody. But this is like she's gonna get used to playing a team. You saw what she did to Jackie. She was tearing Jackie up last time. She was not afraid. and Jackie wasn't giving her that opportunity. And then Melissa Smith played very well tonight.
Yeah, she did.
She was real smooth, real calm. She wasn't playing emotional. I was trying to get her off her, Shakira was doing Shakira things, but I think she's gonna learn a little bit tonight. Kiki's very good against the Aces. 16.
She is. She's averaging like 15 a game against them.
16 against 16. And 10 rebounds. I don't have anything at all to say. I just think that the game was a lot closer. It was like we couldn't get over, the hump. Nobody was really killing us, really, except for Asia. Asia was hitting her outside.
Asia gonna do what she do though.
But you see how Asia the other night was off. You saw that. And when she's off, and then they doubled her inside, it's on and cracking. But she was.
Yeah, you got to show Asia a lot of bodies. I don't think the Mystics did that. They were just trying to guard her one-on-one. They were just trying to guard her one-on-one, and you can't do that against
I said that. Stop doing that.
Like, you can't do
Shakira
that.
will probably clean up her efficiency next game because now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She knows.
Oh, yeah,
but
she'll be better next game.
I feel like that with everybody. They know what to expect. Some of them, for real, like this is like the championship aces, three times.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They know, but at the same time, when they lock in, they scary.
Yeah, they're always scary.
I'm gonna say this about.
I say the same thing about the Miskis.
I'm gonna say this about Shakira that y'all just mentioned. Like, she's gonna clean up her efficiency. That's the one. If I have two things to say about Shakira, is that her efficiency is inconsistent at times. She might score a lot of points, but it takes her a lot of shots, so she misses a lot of shots.
You're right, B. Will. I noticed that sometimes.
And she turns the ball over a lot. But Asia does too. Asia had like 5 turnovers tonight, so I mean that's gonna happen with when you got a offense that where you're big, handles the ball a lot. You rely on them to make decisions. That's gonna happen, right? That ain't really their job to make assists, so they gonna turn the ball over a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially, and also when you consider how teams play both of them, because to me, like Shakira, I might put AB ahead of Shakira as being the second best center in the league after Asia. But teams are gonna be trying to double them and trying to turn them over. So,
only reason I give AB the nod on that is because she's made the all-star teams, been to the playoffs, and she got more accolades basically.
Yeah.
But Shakira's top 5 in bigs for sure.
Oh, for sure. All day. For me, Shakira is a better rim protector. AB is a good defender, I think, because she bothers you and makes you work for it. But Shakira is a better rim protector. But that's all.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Shakira's got a dog in her for sure. She's not afraid of anyone. That's very impressive from what I can tell. But I did you guys see that play earlier tonight when AB just trucked Stewart, sent her flying about 15 feet?
Yeah, I did see that.
Into the stitch.
That was funny. I know what you're talking about.
Hey, B. Will, your favorite player, Mercedes Russell, played in the game finally.
I didn't even watch that game, man. I was asleep.
Brooklyn, what's up, man?
Man, I forgot she was in the league.
What did she do, Jacob?
Nothing.
She only played 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't hold that against her then. But she is not a needlemover.
No. But she only played 30 seconds.
There's a reason she didn't get picked up before now. So keep that in mind.
I don't even know why the Fever signed her, but I mean,
bodies.
Yeah, we need a big anybody, and it really wasn't a lot of cap space to make any moves, and they had to wait to finagle that stuff with Dantis for her to be designated as a season-end injury player, so then you can start working it. But she herself, Russell said that she was she knew about it 2 or 3 days before it was actually announced. So at least they were working on it. But you know,
Yeah,
it's ideal. I'm with you guys. I don't know, but man, yeah, we've needed a big body for a
no,
long
but
time, in my
no, I do
estimation.
see why y'all signed her though. I see why now because Dante, she
Did
went out.
she
I
play
forgot she got
tonight?
injured.
Yeah, she
1
I,
did.
minute.
Yeah,
1
she
it
minute.
was.
did 30 seconds. I don't even
Yeah,
think
that's
it was a
right.
full
30
minute
seconds.
because
I'm gonna
if we
tell.
go on the
Let me stop you guys for a sec.
Mhm.
Welcome Brooklyn. Come on up. I'm gonna put the link. I put the link down. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a quick couple of highlights. Did I see like Kelsey Mitchell just going nuts? Like,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell's the killer.
Yes and yes.
Kelsey
Mhm.
Mitchell is
Holy Mitchell.
holy cow Mitchell. Like she. What's up, Brooklyn?
What's good, Juju? Peace, panel. What's going on, everybody? What's
Hey,
up,
Hey,
Pat?
what's
Brooklyn. Good
good?
to
Hey,
hear you,
what's
man.
good, Brooklyn? What's good?
What a baby.
Hey, Shay chilling. What's going on, At? What's going on? What y'all talking about?
We were talking about I stepped away just 2 minutes ago, but we were talking, we talked last night and we gave our analysis predictions of and I think we were all spot on. If the Mystics do this, they'll be in it. If the Mystics do this, they could win.
Right.
If they don't do this, then Aces will win. And it came out exactly like everybody said. The thing that now the adjustment that I told you is going to come down to coaching. Will Sydney make the adjustments, spam? Oh, before I say that, shout out yeah, I told him that, Henry. I noticed MDT's sign too. It's tight, huh?
Oh yeah, it's
I,
hard. It's
I
hard. I like it.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
but
have anything before, so I just did a quick make me a logo. This is what it came up with.
yeah, but then they moved. Then we kind of, I think they slid in and started talking about the fever
Real nice.
because
Real
that
nice.
game was going on. But all I know is I told him real quick. I said, I don't know, but I cut a couple of highlights and I saw Mitchell going nuts. Like the way she's moving, I'm just like, oh my goodness. And is anybody thinking that we got a race here between Wilson, Miles, and Mitchell? Are we saying that, or what are we saying?
I think that's a good way to characterize it.
Hey, Nicholas,
Yeah, yeah.
For
you
sure.
want to?
For sure.
Mitchell has always listen. I don't know anything different from her. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since she's come to league, she's done, but it's something different now. It's really on a top tier level. Like sometimes she would cook and then she would fade, and then they would just get blown out. The old fever team.
Right.
It was like it just wasn't
Right.
enough. But she's actually like she's rounding off and coming into the prime. When you turn 30, as a ball player, when you get into your 30s, it's crazy. It's like she's got a good another 6, depending on how well she keeps herself in condition, 6 years. And then she's trying to throw in playing defense. And I think for me as a real solid MVP, I don't really think I think Candace had everything, but she could have been a better rebounder. But the year that she got it, she was the most win shares and impacting winning. She was dominant. Nobody could stop her. She could go left. She could go right. She was out there cooking. And even when they got physical with her, she was like, "That's right, let's go." She was still like, she was showing them like, I might be from the suburbs, but like I'm straight up a dog. I got brothers. They play in the pro, right? One of them. So, Brooklyn, you're up twice. You might get an echo. Say something. Because sometimes when you come up twice, I can't hear you. She had 28 points, 3. See, this is the thing. This might be controversy for you guys, but I would love to hear you guys' thought. She had 28 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Ooh, she shot 11 for 16, 4 for 4. If I'm not mistaken, she had a plus 12. However, on the other end, Caitlin had 22, but 10 assists. But guess what? Her plus minus was 7.
Her plus minus was what?
7. Her plus minus is 7, and Mitchell's is 12. But look at But I would have thought, well, you know what, you guys, I didn't look at the turnovers.
It's
I don't
15.
know. What's her turnovers?
Turnovers for Mitchell, 2, and then Clark's was 4. So they were 11.
Oh, that's why she got a 7.
Yeah.
And Mitchell got to 12 because look, that was 10 assists. If she could have like limited her turnovers, she would have had a plus 15 or something higher than Mitchell. And that's all. Again, that's her game. And
that's actually low.
Mike, hold on, really quick. Mic check. No echo, right?
No echo.
I think you can.
Bet.
But that's actually low for CC. 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers.
No, that's her regular turnovers.
That's her average.
No,
that's her average.
It's actually tonight was lower than her average.
Yeah.
By
4
1,
turnovers.
I believe.
10 assists and 4 turnovers. That's a good night. I'll take that all day.
Yeah, I'll take.
You got me 10 assists and only 4 turnovers. I'll take that.
Yep, I will too.
But I think the reason
But
my point, plus minus,
that's where I'm going.
Field goal percentage efficiency.
Yes.
That's one thing I love about Kelsey Mitchell, her efficiency as a guard.
With AB hitting the 3, it has space out the court, and it gave Kelsey 0.5 seconds to get around her defender before getting help. Okay. Mitchell also only had 1 foul. How many turnovers did Kelsey have? Does she have
Kelsey had 2.
Oh, she does. Okay.
But she had 3 assists. That's fantastic. When she drives the lane.
Let me tell you why it's fantastic. That woman don't pass.
Yeah, that's why it's unbelievable when she does. It catches everybody by surprise.
And exactly.
I love that. I love when she does that.
So I see why she had a great night. But I encourage you guys to listen to Candace and Draymond trying to pour into Aaliyah Boston, and how Aaliyah Boston is starting to really, people are starting to really be disappointed a bit in her, because it's like she thinks she's better than she is. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
AB?
Yeah. She's got a little. She has to understand that. I don't want to say she's Otis, but right now she's kind of like third wheeling it, and like she needs to help. Honestly, set better screens for Caitlin. People don't really see that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Mercedes gonna do to help her. I honestly think that Aaliyah got tired of setting them, because she was, you know how when Asia and everybody, and you got to come around, they get ran in a lot, and I think her knees is getting hurt. It hurts.
Do with that meniscus that she's dealing with.
Yeah, who wants to put their body on the line when you got a bad meniscus?
That is the thing. You can't overlook that.
You get a little leery. Oh, Donovan said no, Julie. She's Otis. Okay. Where's Wody Mac? I need Wody back. I need Wody back to do my.
Man, Wody Mac always ducking whenever his team lose.
Ain't nobody coming in. Oh, you're right. He doesn't like to come around when the Liberties lose.
New York? Oh, okay.
You're right.
Okay.
I forgot that, Jacob. I forgot.
Hey, I know he don't come around a lot then this season, because they've been losing a lot.
Well, they went like 7-0, 8-0 recently, so he came around a lot recently. Hey, Jay, you be ducking whenever your dream moves.
No, I don't. I don't be ducking.
That's Cat.
He still believes. Okay, don't get it twisted, because you know how it is with those aces and those Liberty. They'll sneak up on you in the play, because they know how to play during. But this ain't Sandy Brandello. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. This ain't.
Oh yeah, say that. This ain't Sandy Brandello. This is a first-year head coach who look like he don't know what he's doing. But hey,
he doesn't.
Look, shout out to y'all Liberty fans out there, but y'all coach gonna be y'all downfall.
Man, we've been knowing this.
They do have some injuries though.
That's
Southley's
common.
out, Phoebus
Wait,
is out.
and then I'm gonna tell you what Twitter. When I was watching the game, Twitter was like tearing Copper up. What was she doing tonight?
She overrated as shit.
She had like they.
No, I wouldn't
All
say
I
she
saw,
overrated.
somebody said she got 8 turnovers. I was like, wait, what?
She do. She did.
She did.
Against Lynn Roberts. Oh hell no.
I'm gonna be
Are you?
real.
Okay, hold on. Let me go look.
That ain't her job. That's just, you know, 8 turnovers is crazy. So I'm
Who
not
had
going
8
to
turnovers?
Talia Copper.
I don't know where
okay.
I don't know what she ended up with, guys. But
Okay.
all I know is I heard that she had. The last I looked, let me go look real quick because
I got it.
She ended with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal.
No Plum tonight though, right, guys?
Yeah, no plum.
Okay.
How
is she still a plus
8 turnovers? Damn.
She had 8. That's right.
This is why I'm not a fan of plus
1 assist, 8 turnovers.
Well, let me hear what Jay. Why you're not a fan? Tell me why you're not a fan.
Because Natasha Mack, 9 points, 4 rebounds in 13 minutes, perfect from the field, but a -10. Talia Copper, she had 18 points, but 7 for 16 with 8 turnovers and 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, but was still a plus 10.
Because y'all have to realize how plus minus is calculated. It's not about individual stats. It's about the point differential between the opponent and the team.
Right.
Right. Still finished with a plus 10.
Yeah, and the Erica Hamby was perfect.
So you can't really, like, people love to put up plus minus, but like you could be in and your team goes on a run. You may not even be impactful on that run, but you were in there that whole time, and that improves your plus minus.
Or when you were in, you affected you didn't impact winning when you were in there. You actually hurt them.
Yeah.
True. That's my issue with plus minus is that because of how the stat is calculated, it doesn't necessarily mean that. You mean because it doesn't take. It's not like you as an individual. What you did is it's the scoring differential between the two teams while you were on the floor. That's what it is. So you can't really take plus minus and assign that to make a big deal out of it for an individual player because it depends on what's going on at the time.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Let's do eye test tonight. Let's be honest. So I'm gonna give you an example. Lauren Betts. Everybody saw how she played, right? And she was trying her butt off, right? But she's a -15, right? But she's 2 for 2 and 2 for 4. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, just 1 turnover, 1 steal, right? Now, in just 14 minutes. But even though it's like, well, she got to, but you didn't do anything. You didn't impact it. You didn't help anything when you were taking up those 14 minutes. In fact, if I were to just think about how she played, what did you do defensively? What did you do? Like, you got four rebounds, right? I think, and they were all defensive, no offensive. If she would have got a little bit more offensive, that would have been positive. As opposed to necessarily defense.
I'm glad you brought that up because she was getting cooked by AJ.
She was getting cooked. Yeah.
Yep. But you got it in 14 minutes. Can you give me at least one more rebound to put it at
something?
5?
Yes, something, Lauren. But Lauren just, Lauren was kind of like, how can I explain this? She's not playing big. Like, she's not standing up tall and being 6'7". She's crunching down, trying to like guard. Where it's like, honey, stand up straight with your arms up. Let me tell you, it makes such a difference. Like, they can't see the basket if you do that. And she's a step behind. Everybody's moving. She's gonna get better.
I was just about to say that, Juju, as a Southern California native, you watch both teams. Like Lauren Vest didn't become the Lauren Vest that she ended up. overnight, right?
No.
That's the one thing I've always said about Lauren Metz. All the hate that people gave her because she was getting some hype that people thought she didn't deserve, calling 2-0 bets and that kind of stuff. Like, and I'm not like trying to throw shade at people, but I don't understand how like you got that much to say about somebody who's steadily improved, right? Lauren Betts
She did.
didn't
She did.
she didn't become Lauren Betts overnight. She worked at it,
Nope.
right? And
She
she had to
worked
get
at it.
comfortable. And that's the type of player that she is. And so for me, I understood
Me too.
that when she came to the WNBA, it's going to take her some time
Hmm.
to feel out the WNBA before she becomes who Lauren Betts will become. She's
Yeah.
going to be fine. To me, she's going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. She's gonna be fine. She's got time. She's about 22 or something like that. She got time.
Everybody don't have that immediate dogging. You know what I mean? Like they got to figure it out.
Yeah, she just got to hang around Shakira a little more. She'll be all right.
And Shakira is one of B Will's favorites because I watched her so long and I knew she was so raw and I knew she had so much ability and she would rush and spin and do so many different things and she would lose the ball. But mostly she stayed unhealthy. But I still believed in her and I still feel like she is the best center, has become. It took time. I mean, she's been in the league a while now, but I think she was even on the court. I remember when she came as a rookie, and I think Deladon was still playing. I was so excited for Deladon, but she got hurt, like boom,
Yep.
right away. And then I was like, the
Kira's
next
just been
year,
hurt. I think
she
that's
just
just
been
been her
hurt.
problem.
Yeah,
It's just been health for her. Like I don't.
but she's
Shakira always
stronger
had
and healthier now. Like she
she's
figured out.
finally healthy.
You gotta work your body. You gotta eat right. I've seen her show her core, and I see muscles on her, and I'm like, finally, she realized, like, when you come out of college, you don't have that your trainer from college and your conditioning and strength coach from college, and you gotta do well before they got the money that they have now and the facilities. You really had to kind of figure that out on your own as a pro, and that takes a lot of discipline, guys, because now it takes and you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I blame the WNBA for that a little bit too.
But not everybody was making top money. When I tried out, it was like $30,000 or something like that, and that's for 3 or 4 months or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm going to go get a real job and make maybe I would make more in 4 months than I could in a year, but there's at the age I was, there was no future that I would make what I ended up making. No way. I mean, I was going to be I wouldn't be playing until I was in my 40s to get to that point. So I had to make a decision, like, is it worth going overseas just for a little while longer? Because it took so long for us to get the league. Unless I had been playing overseas like Coop did. And that was an option at 21, 22 coming out of college. Yeah, I would have had money to carry me over. And it's like, I get to play in the States like she did and so on and so forth. But then she also, she was like All-American and everything. Like she was like that Robin at the time to Cheryl. And at times when they would shut Cheryl down, Cynthia would step up in college. People don't, Cynthia tells the story. I was a bench player. No, Cynthia, you were better than that. You were her to me. I don't care what anybody says. Like, it was because her brother had passed, and it was a time when she had actually stepped away from the team. So when she stepped back, she had to earn her position back. But by the time, this is what I was talking about in transitioning to what I was talking about with USC today. Like, it's not a punishment, you guys, to sit on the bench for certain teams. If you got a team like South Carolina, or you got a team like UConn, or you have a team like now my Trojans, sitting on the bench is not a bad thing. It's not a punishment. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, dude, like, they are so talented and they are so good that when you do come in, like, you actually, if you guys remember, Don had a squad with Tessa Tessa Lay and all them, and everybody was like, why the hell they playing Bree Hall and Raven and all this? And the bench would come in and outscore the starters.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think people understand how that works.
Yeah, when you're a bench player and you're playing behind some great players, your job is to get better every day. And that happens. You know what I mean? Like if you just take the opportunity and work playing against the best players, you make yourself better every day. You know, and so when you get your opportunity,
Don was of the old school thing where we used to, you kind of like I was blessed to be, well, there were other. I wasn't recruited for basketball. I was recruited for track, but I was good enough to start. But she had already she had some top freshmen in there, and the seniors and the sophomores and all whoever they were juniors, they were already jealous. So it was like I was like a 6-man, but I would play more than the starter. You know how that happens when you do that, right? That freshman year, and then I earned the starting position, but the next year. But sometimes you have to wait your turn, you know, because back then it was like this loyalty thing, like and I noticed that the kids, oh my gosh, this weekend in LA we had the Mamba, like a Mamba showcase, where they put a court out, and Gigi Banks, everybody, a lot of people were there, but also at the same time, they were playing over there at Overtime Select, and I've been watching this girl named LeBronna. There's a girl that played for Venom. She's a white girl. I love Jordan Palmer. Like she's kind of like thick and strong. And then you got, of course, Kalina Smith. The players, you guys, are getting better and better and better. And so when they're coming in, that's why you see a Miles standing out, or a Paige, or a Caitlin, or or Angel breaking records, and and on and on and on. You see them like coming in and just being, Kiki doing well, like in her second year, Citron, and then it's gonna keep continuing where they're maybe the top, what is it, how many, 13 in the first round or 12 or something like that, first round players, they're all gonna be good, maybe even creeping into the second round are gonna be some really good players. They can take some, you know what I mean by that, like where it's gonna be real guard heavy in 2027 and 2028. So some of the guards that we have, I think some of these players, their time is going to be up.
Any bigs?
Like you don't believe it. Their time is definitely going to be up.
No bigs?
No, not really. Tiana Key is big. Really. Claire Strack. I think B-Will likes Claire Strack, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we could use a big. That's what I'm asking.
I like Claire Strack too.
You like Claire Strack? Yeah, Claire Strack. I mean, you know what I mean? Then Toby Fournier, she's not really tall.
She's kind of like a stretch.
Kate Koval, she's still not really with it,
Kate Koval trash. We're not gonna do this.
No. He asked me. No, listen. He's just asking me who are the bigs that are coming, and I'm just telling you they're not going to be in the top 7 or 8 of the draft. They're just guards.
Yeah, the guard's gonna be top 8.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna,
maybe about 8. Yeah, maybe yeah.
I don't think she's gonna do that good. I think she's gonna be too slow. But you got that 7-foot chick from China.
Yeah, you got her. Yeah, but they haven't been talking about they haven't been talking much about her anymore. I haven't heard. I mean, what are we gonna do with her? Like, she can't get up and down the court.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be really good in the half court, but in the full court, I don't know what she's gonna do.
Kate Koval is in the wrong conference.
Nah, Kate Koval just don't got it, man. I'm sorry.
No, she in the wrong conference.
Hey, B-Will, stop defending. Stop defending Koval. She trash. She trash.
Wait. Hold on. I can't hear him. Hold on.
Let me explain my point.
Let him talk.
Let me explain my point. Like Kate Koval in the ACC and the SEC, that's the wrong conference for her to showcase what she can do. She needs to be in the Big Ten or the Pac-10. For real. Like, it's a slower pace. You know what I mean? Like she.
Oh, wait a minute! Don't say the Big Ten is slow. Hold up now.
It is compared.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example why. Because in the Big Ten, we have Jelani Cambridge. We're fast. We got the chick from not Indiana, Illinois. They were fast. Michigan is fast. Michigan. Who else is fast? I like Prince from Nebraska. She reminds me of Little Paige. She's kind of fast if they let her loose. Fiso from Oregon. I mean, we got some runners. We got some games where the game picks up, pretty fast. But if you think of the SEC, you got Preston at probably this year at the point guard, Texas. You got hell, I don't even want to talk about South Carolina because y'all need to figure it out over there. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell is going to be your point or your guard, your fast guard, so to speak. LSU gonna be pretty fast because you got Lay, and you got Jada Williams. She's gonna be swooping, and then you got Michaela Blakes, and you got her little sidekick, Galvin, fast. And then
so let me ask you,
Danny Carnegie left Georgia. She came over to the Big Ten, so she's gonna slide over and play with her sidekick, my girl Chit Chat.
I knew B-Will was going to do this.
So let me just ask y'all, do you think the SEC is the right conference for Kate Coval?
No.
No,
That's
but
That's all I said. Y'all agree with me?
she'll be better for the Big 12, not Big 10. I think
She's more of a Big 12 player.
I'll accept that. That's a good take, Jay. I'll accept
because
that.
Big 10 do got some runners. As slow as it is, it got some runners.
But it's slower than the SEC and ACC. That's
I
what
get
I'm
what you're saying. Like you're saying, it's slower than those two conferences.
Yeah, don't say us. Why don't you say it's? Why don't you talk about the Big 12 or something like that? Don't say us.
Yeah,
we're right behind y'all.
Yeah, Big 10 wins chips over here.
Yeah, we going to.
We
ain't won a chip. We ain't Big 10 ain't won a chip and since Maryland or some shit. I don't know.
Big 10, UCLA won last
Big
year.
10 coming.
Okay.
Well, Big 10 overall in the past year won championships.
But let me explain
sports,
MDT.
so.
Let me explain MDT. We just got here. It was the Pac-12, and I laughed because the Pac-12 was Stanford, and we was dominant. Like always, Stanford used to whoop all of them.
You're
for
correct.
Years.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Still in Big 10. Still took the check. Still took the money.
But we just got there 2 years ago. So last year, yes.
You're still there. Still a Big 10 school.
All right, let me give you guys something real quick. Before you move on, I want to go back before we get too far off of this. Let me give you the projected 2027 so that you guys will know the positions, okay? We got a guard wing, Juju Watkins. We got, and you know what I feel about that. I'm gonna keep throwing Juju out there. I don't know what she's gonna do. Juju Watkins, guard wing. Hannah Hidalgo, PG. Madison Booker, wing forward. Technically, in the next level, she would be a wing forward. Michaela Williams, guard. Here are your centers: Audie Crooks, Zhan Zhu, which you guys said from China, right? And then the next guard up behind that is for Wiley, guard. Camille Pierre, don't forget Camille. Duncan Camille, forward. That's a forward.
Yeah, I love Camille Pierre.
Talia Scott. Don't forget Talia Scott. She is a guard. Iowa State. Addie Brown, forward. She's at UCLA now, right? And then Sophia Bell, Oregon, guard for North Carolina State. Zoe Brooks is coming out. That's a guard. Sahara Williams and I would say Samaya Nichols is somewhere in here too.
I would say that too.
You guys, there's only I knew two centers, and I ain't heard nothing about the China girl. Well, where are the centers? So let me look at the second round while you guys finish.
Grace Cunningham too slow.
Yeah, no, Bea's not a first rounder. I was talking about first rounders. I'm gonna give you.
Oh, okay.
Let me give you the second rounder. So that, yeah, that's how you say it. So let's look at the second rounders to see if I can find any Second rounders. Give me the second rounders. Give me projected second round. That might be a little hard for them to do. But let's see. Let's look at the second rounders real quick because I'm serious. I'm like, I've done this in the past. And I'm like, where the heck are the big people? Skylar Forbes
in
from
China.
Marquette. What position? Natalie Potts, Lulu Tidwell. Oh, I remember her. She's from Cal. Natalie Potts from Nebraska. Oklahoma State. Staley Hurd. Carly Wenzel.
Yeah, I do know most of these people.
Chloe. Oh, here's a big for you. Addison Watkins.
Chloe Kitts, Ashley Watkins, yeah.
But Chloe's not a center. Chloe is not a.
I look at her as a stretch.
No. She is not a center. I said center.
Where's Claire
She got
Strack?
a big.
Claire, let me see. That's true. Where's Claire Strack at? So,
Yeah,
y'all do know a bunch of them people who ain't gonna make it in the WNBA.
You're right.
Okay, you're right. Claire Strack is a center.
Right, but
and we said that. Me and D Will, we said that. I said her right off the bat. And then I think Tiana Keys, is she out already?
Yeah, she's on the tempo. She's on the tempo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is, huh?
Yeah.
So it's really like Claire Strack is your only kind of hope, maybe? Like
maybe
Audie
kind of, sort of.
Audie
remember,
Audie Crooks is gonna get a shot. She's going to get a chance.
She gonna get a chance, but man, look, here's the harsh truth. She probably won't last more than 2 months.
No.
Nah, I disagree with that. I think Audie gonna be fine. Like, if you got a center like Bree Jones in the league, Audie is gonna be similar to that. She obviously got to lose weight, and then we know. Listen, we know Audie is not gonna be great on the defensive end. She's gonna be too slow. But on the offensive end, she got the strength and the size to play big down low.
Brooklyn, you're being nice on she's not going to do well defensively.
No, I'm not being nice. I'm being so dead ass. We can revisit this. Don't worry. I did the same thing. You can ask B. Will. Hold on. You can ask B. Will. We did the same thing with Sonia Citron when everybody said I was wrong. We did the same thing with Olivia Miles when everybody said I was wrong. So we can revisit this when Audie Crooks is in the league.
Yeah.
Look,
We did hold on. We did the same thing with Cheyenne Sellers when I told him she wasn't gonna work out when everybody said I was wrong.
Who is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But everybody told me she was gonna be the star. So we can revisit this.
He's probably gonna throw out another name I've never heard of. Who?
I love the way people remember. I don't like when people like forget, like, because nobody's keeping track and writing it down. So you always gotta,
Oh no, people remember with me. You want to know why, Juju?
I'm trying to step you. I'll be like, do you remember?
Juju, when I make statements like this, people be arguing me down, and then Juju, but then they disappear. They disappear, but they still around. I see them all the time. They still around, but they disappear at the same time. They disappear, but they still around.
They don't want to invite you. They don't want to invite you to the panel. They don't want to invite
Brooklyn,
you
can
no
you tell
more.
us one
I'm
of your
not going to
misses?
do that. I'm not going to do that.
Tell you who what?
One of your misses? Who you missed?
Yeah,
on?
what's your miss?
Well, out of the people who not gonna work out in the WNBA from the draft.
Somebody who you called out for that's gonna do something and you missed.
Who I missed? I think I got to think about it. I was thinking about it. Give me a second. I think about it. I could tell you somebody. Give me a minute.
Sanaya Rivers.
I don't think she a miss though.
Who? Sanaya Rivers?
I don't think Sanaya missed.
No, my thing was listen. My thing with Sanaya was I wasn't familiar with her game from why she left South Carolina, and I just had a problem because I was like, I don't see it, guys. I don't know what's going on. I see the athleticism.
I could tell you what it is, Juju. You gotta realize, like,
what is she? I don't know does she know how to play, like, for real? Like,
I could tell you what it is. You gotta realize, like, certain people got certain play styles, and if you got the wrong coach, you're not gonna be able to shine. So, like, for instance, Sanaya. So sometimes people want players to be who they want them to be, right? So Sanaya Rivers, if she had a jump shot, like maybe let's say like the Sonia Citron, somebody like that, she'll be a total different player. But that's not who she is, right? But that's not who she is. So the type of player and the type of team she needs is a team that wants to run and allow her just to either play the wing and get, just run on the wing and get to the basket, or if she's the point guard, just allow her to push. Right? If she push and go downhill, who's guarding her? But they don't play her like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think she got the wrong coach for real.
I mean, that coach.
That's why I said I don't think she a miss. She hasn't played well, but that's because of the team she on with the coach she got. You know what I'm saying?
I can give you. I can see some of that, but like her efficiency everywhere is just bad.
I mean, her efficiency was bad like that in college. So if you surprised if she playing how she played in college.
So that means she hasn't gotten better, and that's a problem.
Again, I wouldn't say she hasn't gotten better. I would say she hasn't gotten the right system. It's almost like Tanat Lotson, right? Somebody came in my chat a few days ago and told me, "Oh, you forget takes we made a year ago." Apparently, I said, I don't know if y'all remember when she was in Florida and she was killing. So apparently, I said she's gonna be able to kill in the WNBA. But obviously, she went to the. I was about to say the Sun. She went to the Sparks and got buried on the bench. And now she's on the Aces, buried on the bench. That don't mean she can't play.
She played tonight.
No. I know. I'm saying she getting minutes, but what I'm saying is she not getting the type of minutes that we see Caitlin Clark get in her rookie season. That we see, you know what I mean? Certain Olivia Miles get in her rookie season.
She can't do that because
I'm not saying she is that. I'm giving y'all an example of why. Like, for instance, I heard y'all talking about Lauren Betts earlier, right? The reason why Lauren Betts because I disagree with people who say Lauren Betts isn't good, right? Some people said that in my chat too. In my opinion, right, I could be wrong. In my opinion, the reason why Lauren Betts hasn't been able to shine is because she's playing on a team behind two bigs, right? So it's like you gotta realize if you don't get the minutes, it ain't easy just to. I don't like some of y'all play ball. I hear y'all talking. Y'all said y'all play. It ain't easy just to walk out there and be great in limited minutes, especially if you're a rookie in the league. You get what I'm saying? It takes time to go. Even Caitlin Clark struggle. Think about Caitlin Clark. They crown her. They crown her as the greatest or whatever, right? Remember her rookie season. Remember the first half. What that looked like. Now imagine she was coming off the bench in limited minutes. People would have said she wasn't ready either. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you can't just come in limited minutes and just be like have all these assessments on these players as if like that's the end all be all. These players need a chance to make mistakes and grow.
I have to say this. We did not in this chat say that she was bad. We knew that she has to got to give her time to grow. But also, I want you guys to understand something. Corey Close did her a disservice. She did not teach her pro-style offense. She didn't come from that kind of a system. So she's learning how to read and react. She's learning how to free flow. She'll get it. But right now, you guys, she even said it. She kind of like, she wasn't putting Corey down, but in a way, Corey's offense was just do it this way, pass it here. And that's why I won't be honest with you. The reason everybody else in the country couldn't do what USC could do is because we play them often. We are in the same league as them.
Y'all got you're right. Y'all got a system to slow them down.
We knew what they were gonna do before they did it, bro. Like they're just like there's two. It was just like we knew.
Yeah. Right. That's how you do it in the Big Ten. You're right.
And she didn't, Pac-12. We've only just got there. Okay, you keep saying that, bro. Like they were better than like when Juju got there. UCLA and Stanford definitely, maybe more, but were ranked higher. Like we were ranked 21 when Juju's first game, and we ended up going to the Elite Eight, and that's because no one knew the Ivies, no one knew them, and no one knew Juju. And they barely knew Coach Gottlieb, Now, Gottlieb did coach at Cal, which is the Pac-12, but she left to go coach in the pros. So they didn't really know what she was really all about. But what she brought was a pro-style, positionless, read and react, flow offense, free flow offense that catered. We really had to cater to Juju because she even struggled with the read and react as somebody coming out of high school, but because we call a lot of ISO, if Jacob remember, we call a lot of ISO for her. But we also, as time went on, she had to learn. I believe we kind of got away from the ISO a bit and she started learning quickly how to play transition basketball. But she had the players. It served Juju to be able. It was more space than it ever was in high school. That's why she made the big leap, because she had all this space that I've never seen before, and that's why Miles looks like that. Because if you go back and look at TCU, if you go back and look at Coach Ivy House, it was a lot going on. Sonia Citron, Leah King, Hannah Hidalgo, Maddie Westfield a little bit. She didn't come till later. Big Kovo got lost in the sauce. She wasn't moving fast enough. They were like, sit her down. Like, she just couldn't really keep up. And then they also had Cassandra Prosper. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they didn't spread out. And then when she got to TCU, it was horrible because it was like, he had about 6. Remember, we couldn't even figure out. We were like, where are all the centers? Guess what? Mark Campbell had all the centers over there sitting on the freaking bench, and Marta Suarez and all of them. And so she, I know. And then she had my girl. They had my girl, Big B. They came from Oregon to USC to TCU, and so she was cooking. She was coming down the court throwing dimes and stuff. They were like whoop bloop blah blah. They didn't even know how. They didn't even know how to handle her passes. She just couldn't be herself. But if you watch Olivia, her first year, the way she's playing now is how she came into the NCAA. And then when she got that injury, I was waiting forever. I was like, when is that girl coming back? It seemed like she was set out like 2-3 years before she came back. And then by the time she came back, it was Hannah's team.
Jew, Brooklyn said he's backstage.
Yep.
Oh,
Juju, when do they release the full schedule for women's college basketball?
Everybody's starting to release. The LSU released. We got to see LSU. I think me and Jacob were talking about that. She actually scheduled UConn. That was a big thing. That's a big thing, guys. That they haven't seen each other in a decade, maybe.
I'm more surprised at the fact that LSU scheduled in their non-conference.
All right.
So I just
I can tell you a couple of teams that we know that we're going to play, but we haven't showed you our non-conference. Everybody is kind of shown. Not everybody. A lot of teams that you are interested in are showing you their conference schedule, like who's home, who's away, but not everybody has released their actual non-con.
Ain't nobody worried about UConn. That's why she scheduled them. Ain't nobody worried about UConn this year. Come on.
Facts, man. Who worried about UConn for real, man? Look, I ain't going off their legacy and they past.
Hi, Carlos. Hi, Carlos. Yeah, hi, Carlos. Let me welcome Carlos. That's what we're saying too, Carlos. He goes to every Mystic game. He said, Lauren will be fine. She's getting better. I'm courtside at every Mystics game. And I'm glad you're here to say that. She's doing things I agree. Totally agree. And I'm not even supposed to be cheering for no damn Bruin, but I got to tell you, I really like Lauren. Lauren is cool. Lauren's
you cheer for any Cornhuskers?
Whatever.
Nebraska.
Nebraska? No, I don't know. I like Prince. I like Prince on there. Her name is
I was kind of hoping one of your California teams were going to show up, UCLA and USC, but apparently we got you on the road. We're on the road for those games.
I thought, did Prince come to USC? Did I watch it?
Yeah, we come to you. I don't have dates. I just have you as a
Are you sure?
as an away opponent. Yeah, I've looked a couple times.
Well, I guess I watched her on TV then. I'll see her this year in person. Because he said Cassandra does things.
Correct.
Also. I agree with that too, Carlos.
What did he say?
So I thought about the question.
I think Cassandra's getting better too.
Your missus?
Yeah. So I thought about the question. I got 4. I could say
4.
So my biggest one is probably Haley Van Lith. I thought she would be better in the pros, especially what she did at TCU. I thought she would be better in the pros. So who knows? I don't know what's going on with her right now while she's on the bench, but I guess the next time she's on the court, we will really see whether she's gonna be good or she's just not WNBA material.
No,
I actually just thought of a
HBL is
fifth one.
good.
Okay.
Okay, listen, I'm just judging off of like
No, I
I
get what
thought
you're
so
saying.
too in her
She just didn't get
rookie
drafted.
season, especially. I don't know if you remember. Remember she
Uh-huh.
had that triple-double game and stuff like that. So I was really high on her. I'm thinking like, oh, she gonna catch fire anytime, but it ain't happened yet. So
She just didn't have the coach, like what you
okay,
said
listen,
about the
listen. I
coaching,
hope you're right because
because
I would love for her to
right.
still be good. So we'll see. But right now, I'm
No, I
judging
think
off
she
her
can still be
production.
good.
Another one I just thought about as I was talking is I got to be honest, and I've been saying this all year now. Camila Cardoso, I thought she would be better than what
Oh
she's
no,
showing.
I never.
That's a
I
good
thought she would
Um,
be better, so that's another miss so far.
Camilla,
The jury's still out on her. Who knows? She might be a late bloomer, but I gotta keep it real. She's not as good as I thought she was right
We'll
now.
take her in Indy.
Another one I gotta say, and again, this is not really an indictment on her, but she ain't been getting minutes either. It might be the Haley Van Lift same situation, but I thought Maddie Westbeld would be better in the pros, and
man,
she really ain't getting no minutes. So
She ain't
Chicago,
getting no
man.
minutes. She stay hurt all
that's
That's
what
that.
I'm
NA,
saying.
Brooklyn. That's
She always
NA.
on the bench. So I
Brooklyn, that's
really
NA.
don't know. Maybe she could be better.
Let
And
him
then
finish.
the other one is, believe it or not, and the funny thing is I just mentioned her. I knew she was good, but this good is this is different. I thought so before when this draft was happening, I was on record for saying the number one pick is our fam. And
Okay.
I felt like our fam should have went to Dallas. Now, put it to you like this. I'm happy where everybody went. I think Olivia Miles is in a perfect place.
Absolutely.
I think our fam probably should be in Dallas. I think AZ Bud probably should be in Seattle. With that said, Olivia Miles is the best person in this draft. I changed my mind about our fam.
That's fair.
Hell
She the
yeah.
I
second.
agree with
Now
that. I
again,
agree with
that could
that.
change in a couple years because we don't know how our fam gonna develop. In 2, 3,
Yep.
4 years. But right now, Olivia Miles is clearly she clearly should have been a number one pick. Now I'm happy with her being in Minnesota though, but
Yes.
she
She went to
clearly
the
the
best
best person.
situation. I'm glad she went to Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
glad
glad
she
she
where
went
she
number
at,
2.
but I was wrong with saying our fam is the best person in this draft so far. Right now is Olivia Miles definitely, and then
I want to
it
go back
was
to tonight last night.
somebody else I was thinking about, but they slipped in my mind.
Hey,
If I remember, I'll say it.
Not
All
gonna
right.
lie to you. I
Okay,
think
all
our
right.
fam got the best upside.
Say that one
No,
more
she
time. I
got
didn't hear you.
I
our
think our
fam.
fam got the best upside.
Yeah,
She
that's what I'm
does.
saying. That's why I said it could change. If our fam, because listen, our fam is the truth. So who knows? Sometimes it take bigs longer to develop. So in
Yeah.
She
about
got
year 4 or 5, we might really see who our fam really is. So we'll see. But
Brooklyn. She got there late. Just give her
True.
time.
no. She killing now, even getting here late. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Olivia is that good. Like she better than I even thought she was.
Yeah, I'm not comparing her to Olivia. I'm just saying I was fine. She
No, absolutely. I wasn't saying that she's not fine.
Well,
That if
she
that's
is
what you
fine.
took, then you
You're right.
misunderstood what I was saying. I wasn't. I'm
no.
saying she's the second best player in this draft, just not the first.
If
She's still one of the best players in this draft.
yeah, but I had her. I thought she was gonna cook and come and be like. For a minute, I was like, I wanted her at number 1, but then I started watching her overseas, and I was like, she's slipping. But Olivia was kind of looking funky too. But then, like you said, everybody knows this. It's all about not where you are drafted, but the fit. The fit.
Yes.
Right. It's the fit. I think a lot of people miss that. It's about
that's correct.
not only where you drafted, the fit, the coaches, all that matters.
Yep. And Cheryl Reeves seems to have a cheat code on players.
Don't forget, Lindsey
She just
Whalen
knows.
on the bench too. Lindsey Whalen on the bench too.
Yeah, Lindsay, I give her a lot of credit too. Yeah, I do. And I love that Courtney is not a jealous vet.
Oh.
Right.
But I also want you guys to know something, and I don't care. I'm a Sydney Taylor goddamn fan.
Oh,
sorry.
me too. I'm a Sydney Taylor fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, no, you a hater, Jay. Don't do that bullshit. You a hater.
We love Sydney
Man,
Taylor.
Jacob, you always call me a hater, man. I love Sydney Taylor, man.
I love Sydney
Man,
She's fine too.
Sydney Taylor could really help a serious team win right now.
Yeah, she's not afraid of the big lights moment, nothing.
Yeah, she ain't afraid of nothing. She just
She's
don't want
fantastic.
Not
Chicago.
that
That's
like
all.
she will.
I don't know about that.
We need to either switch. Okay, you guys aren't gonna like this. Who's a Dream fan in the chat? I don't want to hurt you.
You already know that.
Oh, there's a bunch of them in this chat.
Wait,
I love
You
the
already
Dream.
know that.
No,
let me hear that.
listen, it's nothing bad. unless
No,
this
let
hurts
me
your
hear it
feelings.
because I might
Okay.
agree. I think I'm agreeing with this.
Okay. Listen, I want to swap out. Okay, I hate to do this to you guys. I'm a Dream fan too, only because of Angel. Sorry, but listen,
Yeah, right. Come on.
I need to swap Sydney with either Lisa Gray or Ryan. Sorry.
Do it with Ryan Howard. Do it with Ryan Howard. Do it with Ryan Howard.
Nah, I
You
disagree
hear
with
that,
that.
Brooklyn? You gonna take
I
that?
can't.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
I can't.
I love Sydney, but I think she's perfect where she at.
Sydney
Yeah,
too.
I
She's
agree.
perfect where she at.
She is, but I hate Chicago.
We just
can't.
talked about this.
Listen, man, let one thing go well. I feel what y'all saying. Let Chicago, I think what I want for Chicago is for Courtney Vandersloot and Jeff to be out the door and Michael Alter to be out the door. That's what I want. But let Chicago to have one good thing. Chicago actually got a pretty good team, but they just got to figure it out. They got
organization.
They need new ownership.
yeah, they organization not good.
Brooklyn, you need to put in a bid, man. Make your move.
If you don't got a serious organization, you ain't gonna really win.
I'll be right back.
If Sydney Taylor wasn't with the Chicago Sky,
she'd be in Thailand.
Yeah, nobody would know about her. She's in the perfect situation. But see, my fear though, B well is this, and I've been saying this, and I hope I'm wrong. Let me finish real quick. The reason I say that is because she's at Chicago, she got an opportunity because Rakia went down, right? So now we know who Sydney Taylor is. So now other teams can look at her and say, hey, we want to play like Sydney Taylor, and we know what to do with her, right? But before that, if she hadn't landed where she landed, people wouldn't know that because she probably wouldn't have had the same opportunities. Maybe if she went to the expansion team or something like that, maybe she'd have got a better opportunity. But like the fact that she's with Chicago, she's got an opportunity, she's gotten it, she's made the most of it. Now we know who she is. Now other teams know who she is. So that's
my fear is this though, B well.
She's not going
Chicago. I feel like she's in a good spot in Chicago. The problem is Chicago don't know what they're doing sometimes, right? They don't understand what they need to do. And you have a GM that's saying dumb shit like win now when he should be saying get assets. Let me get assets. Let me compile assets, right? Kind of like what Washington did. So it's like win now tells me Sydney Taylor isn't a good fit there because you don't win now with young players. So either he got to change his mindset or the writing is on the wall for Sydney Taylor. We just waiting for it to happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Writing on the wall, bro. I don't got faith in Chicago. They don't know what they want to do.
Hey, they need to get Gabby Hawkins out of there too. She's been stuck on that bench.
Yeah, Hawkins need to get out of there too. I ain't gonna lie.
Get
Hawkins
her
out
shot.
of there too.
And Brooklyn, we actually agreeing for the most part because all I'm saying is that
I never disagree. I wasn't rebuttaling you. I said the only thing that I'm afraid of is this. I ain't think you said nothing wrong. That's why I said, listen, a lot of people. The problem with when we start talking sports, sometimes the problem is we be thinking the GM is thinking like us. We got to realize these GMs. We got to start thinking in the mindset of the GM for these individual teams and how they operate. So we know Jeff P's track record, right? What are you known him to do? The Chicago could have had Sonia Citron, right?
Yep.
They don't. Why?
Yep.
Why? When now, right?
And Olivia. We talked about
shit. Y'all talking about Olivia? They could have had Paige Beckers. I don't know if y'all know that.
No, I didn't.
But that's not Jeff P fault. That's the one before him, James Wade fault. They could have had Paige Beckers. But my point is, again, if the GM is saying, obviously they fired the GM, which I think is stupid, the one in Washington, because she did a great job. But that GM wasn't saying win now, let me trade all my assets. That GM was saying, we're going to get this pick, we're going to get that pick, and now we talking about Washington possibly in the next couple years, right? Being a real contender in the East.
Yep,
You're not talking about that. You're not talking about that with Chicago. Why? Because Chicago had a different mindset. Mindset, right? The GM mindset is what? We got to win now. When you win now, you're trying to take your draft picks and your young pieces and you're trying to trade them for vets.
Yep.
Right. That's what I wasn't never disagreeing with you, B. Will. What I'm saying is I'm afraid for Sydney because of the mindset of Jeff, not because of what's good for Chicago. Perfect for Sydney, But Jeff need to realize that, and Jeff need to say, "Hey, I got Sydney, I got Gabriella Hawkes, I got."
You can't win now with Courtney Vandersoot as your starting point guard. Not at this age, off of an ACL tear.
But
That's another good point.
Hold up. Do you think it's Courtney? Because I don't think, or is it you can't win with Camilla as your center?
That might be true too.
If two things can be true, I mean, you could say that also, but I don't know, man.
Definitely underperforming.
But
sure.
No, another thing.
But she cooked this year. Remember she went some perfect.
Yeah, I mean, Camilla's had good games here and there. My thing about Camilla as a Gamecock fan has always been her consistency and her focus and level locked into the game. Like, sometimes I'd be like, Camilla, what the hell is you doing? Like, is you even out there?
Thank you. And I'm done. I can't focus. I can't get with her. I just can't.
Look, I just think I want to see Camilla outside of Chicago.
We'll take her.
You want her over at the Fever?
Oh, yes.
She'd be good in Indiana. She'd be great for Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
you can move AB
Camilla
to the 4.
and she is playing the 4.
I thought she was playing the 5. But
we'll take her at the 4 or 5, either or.
Who at the 4?
No. You can't have Camilla and AB. Neither one of them.
Give you Dantis. Oh wait, she's gone. Never mind.
You can't have Camilla and AB starting. Neither one of them.
I just don't like the way I've never seen them play together when they were at soccer.
We'll make it work. She's cheap.
That'll work. I mean, AB, she's starting to stretch her game outside a little bit.
She loves to. She wants to be a Candace Parker stretch force so bad, but I'm like, you're not there.
I don't think that's her game though, but still, I mean, she's getting better at it though. I mean, look.
Yeah, but do they have time for her to get better? They needed her to get down there and be tough and battle. But I don't think I think maybe it's the knee guys. I don't know.
We'll get her on the podcast. We'll get her straightened out.
AB can step out because you got somebody like Mo Billings that's going to be active on the board. She's going to be running around and being active.
Yep.
Like, that's who we'll send back. We'll send Billings back.
Like AB needs that.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on with Monique? Is she feeling some inner feelings because she's been regulated to the bench lately?
No, not overtly. She's been.
Did you hear her? Did you hear her post conference?
Yeah, well, she wasn't in the. She was in the pre one. I don't
well,
think
not
she was
whatever it was pre.
Yeah. So
did you hear her?
I heard. I mean, she's very diplomatic.
You're a bench player, so I mean, why are you mad?
And she's making $800K. I'm sure she's not complaining too much.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up.
Bench beat.
I
think she had 14 tonight anyway, right? Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't keep up with Mo Billings like that, but for her to make $800K, she ain't been performing. Like an 800.
Yeah. Are they playing her right? Are they playing her right? And
she's been kind of nicked up.
She don't even look right with the Fever. She just don't.
She don't fit what they trying to do to me. I don't know.
Nah, she don't. She don't to me. I don't know what it is. She's just.
I like her off the bench better. I agree with that.
Hey, Drew, can we get?
Brink, you trying to get my cam?
Jonathan, we need her.
You want
I'm not giving her to you.
Yes.
I'm not giving her. No, she's staying with the Sparks. You're not getting her.
But we take Brink too. She's cheap.
Wait, Jonathan said, "Hell no, Camilla don't need to go to no damn Indiana."
We'll
Plus,
take her
Indiana
tomorrow.
has Boston as their center, so Indiana is good with her
playing both.
There.
We'll take them both. We need a backup.
Okay, let's talk to MTT for a second. As an Indiana fan, what are your expectations? What's your ceiling? What's your floor? And where do you think they will? What's their ceiling and what's their floor this year?
Okay, so the floor has to be where we ended up in the playoffs. You have to make it to the second round. The ceiling is make it to the championship series. Will that happen?
But you were almost there last year. So what's the difference this year? Caitlin. Anyway, what's your difference?
CC.
That's it. Billings the difference.
She's on the
Man.
bench. She's on the bench.
Yeah, Billy's the difference for sure.
It's MHA. She brings a lot of energy.
So here's
It's
the
Kai
thing. Here's the difference.
She do.
I really want to
So
know
here's
what's the difference.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference in Indiana's Fever team this year as opposed to last year, right?
Other teams are just better.
We don't have a hospital
Well,
squad.
That's true. But let me just. So with Caitlin Clark on the team, Indiana's is always going to be a team that tries to outscore you, right?
Yeah.
Last year's team,
You're right.
they had the pieces to actually play defense.
Agreed.
And that's why they went further, right?
Mhm.
So they had the pieces to actually play defense, and so now they don't have those same pieces, right? You don't have somebody Indiana does not have a single player that can guard the point of attack. They don't have a single player that can do that.
They
Can't argue
don't.
with that.
They don't.
You know,
They do
like
actually.
last year they
just on the
did.
bench.
Yeah.
They still
Well,
do
that's
this
true.
year. They
That's
just on
true.
the bench.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, well,
agree.
can you see what address Bob Jones? I'm gonna let Bob join from the chat. Second round, he feels that they can get to the second round.
There you go. That's a good point.
Will help. CC draws defense, open up other shooters, and the other shooters are who? Who? Besides
Man, y'all
Kelsey.
only got three.
Asking, no. Name them. Who are your shooters on there? Who are your shooters?
Sophie.
Honestly, come on, Sophie.
No, I'm not a Fever. Sophie, okay.
Let the
I
people
agree.
who know the Fever team.
Mitchell.
Okay.
I agree.
Every fifth game, Lexi Hull. Every fifth game.
Oh Lord, she has.
Yeah. See, and that's
In
I was
fact,
waiting
you
on
could
to
probably
say
put
that.
AB. She hit 3 threes this tonight. I thought. I think that's.
Hey, that's
Yes,
Jay's
he did.
favorite player. Lexi Hall is Jay's favorite player.
It's not, but Lexi Hall, no. You
Yeah,
can't
it
rely on
is.
Lexi Hall. You can't rely on Lexi Hall to make. You can't
Bob-
rely on her to make
Bob-
and shoot threes. I'm sorry.
Bob couldn't name three. He named two. He said Mitchell and Boston. Now, how many field goals does Boston actually?
Mitchell and Boston. Come on, Bob. You got to say Sophie. What? Boston is not a shooter. Like, let's not get caught up
She
in the
hit 3
field goal
threes?
percentage.
No,
Yeah, but-
you're talking about one game.
That's
Talk
one
about
game,
She's
though.
been better all
She's
year.
not a
No,
No,
yeah,
shooter, though.
AB has been shooting threes pretty
See?
good all
She's
year.
not a shooter.
She's not a
She's not
You
a
guys are right.
shooter, though. That's not.
Well,
that's not,
Okay,
that's
all
not
right,
a shooter.
okay.
Your
this
five is
okay,
never a
wait, wait.
shooter.
Okay, let me say this. A shooter is somebody who can spray out or knock down things, and Sophie will knock you down some threes. But
Yeah.
but the last few games, she ain't knocked down shit. Stop it.
True.
She ain't even had double figures for how long the last time she scored in double figures, guys?
Who? Lexi Hall.
Sophie.
See for you.
Sophie.
Tonight. She hit
Before
4 threes
that.
tonight.
Before tonight,
Let me look.
I
I
don't-
got
I don't
it,
even
yo.
remember the last time Lexi Hull was double figures.
no.
Yo, I got it. Let me look.
Like, be quiet. I did not say Lexi Hall. I am talking about Sophie. Sophie knocked down, you said, some threes tonight, I heard you say?
Yeah, she had 4 threes.
Okay, before tonight, when was the last time that she scored in double figures?
August 1st.
July 31st.
That's a
Okay.
lie.
July 31st.
Okay. July 31st? And
No,
today
it's August 1st.
August, about 2 weeks ago or whatever, which is about 6 games ago or something.
Yeah.
July 31st, 13 against
It's July.
Portland.
Yeah, she had 13 against Portland.
And then how
And
many
then before
games
that,
has
she
been
had 11 against Seattle.
All right,
Okay,
let's
so-
count.
1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 3 games.
But she had 11 against New York on the 18th of July, had 10 against Golden State on the 15th of July, and had 20 against Vegas on July 12th. Yeah, she's had, looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in double digits this year.
Not terrible.
Not terrible, right? So there's your shooter. So to your point, Juju, but if we were to look at anybody else, we're not going to see a lot of these types of games. Besides the
In
main
32
player.
games, she scored 9 points. I mean, she scored double digits in only 9.
Yep.
But she ain't a top option though, so I'm not.
Yeah, she's their fourth option at best. So
I wouldn't even say fourth option.
Yeah.
She's their fourth option.
That's all right. That's all right. You know, I'll take it.
Definitely the most productive one.
Who leads in 3-point percentage for the Fever?
Let me look.
Wait, what's the category?
I'm pretty sure Sophie Cunningham do.
My guess it's Boston.
No, it is. It's Boston.
Leading in 3-point percentage.
I would have thought Sophie, but dang, it's
Boston.
Your center,
45%.
But how many shots does she take, you guys?
Sophie Cunningham leads it. Sophie Cunningham leads it because she takes more threes. Aaliyah Boston only attempting 2 3-pointers with 3. That's low volume. So
did you say
hey, Bob says Boston?
So your center is your leading. Wow, guys.
Wow. What's Aaliyah Boston's 3-point percentage?
45%.
They shoot
45.
They shoot
Okay.
the same. They shoot the same. They both shoot 45%.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Boston's 44-9, and Cunningham is 44-1, and Mitchell's 43-5.
Yeah. I mean, then Kelsey Mitchell is your best 3-point shooter. I don't even know what we're talking about.
So she takes the most. So Sophie.
Yeah,
so
she takes
6.7
per game.
Okay.
So
who's the best 3-point shooter on the team to y'all in y'all opinion?
Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah, it's Mitchell. That's true. She takes the most.
I don't know. This year, she doesn't take to me as much as she used to all those years. Her thing has been getting around that curve, getting them layups, getting the dribble drive. Like, I don't know.
I think that's a positive thing, though, Drew. I think that's a positive thing.
No, it is. It very much is. But she doesn't get to the line very much, though, at all. If she got to the line, she would be averaging almost 30 points a game.
That's because she blow by people. She blows by. They can't touch her. That's what that means.
Yeah, they can't touch her. They can't touch her. That's crazy.
Drew, when y'all gonna get rid of Lynn Roberts? She trash.
I don't know. I don't think she's trash.
She might be gone.
I don't think she's trash.
Man,
the reason why I say that is, listen.
Trash,
okay,
man.
let me say why. Let me tell you why. What the hell does she have that she's working with that is making y'all think that? Like, it's
Nika.
One player is supposed to do it all.
Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, she's had opportunity.
Ray Burrell.
Kelsey got hurt.
Lakia Jackson.
Listen, Kelsey got hurt. Kelsey, we were in the things until she got hurt. Now, how are you blaming her?
Gotta blame somebody. They got new ownership.
She's not exactly. She's not the one who said, "Hey, trade, get Atkins, get Wheeler, trade for Kia." You know what I mean? Let's go. They let the young lady go. No, that was from they picked the lady up from Phoenix, and brought her over. That might be helping. I don't know. I gotta watch.
Cool.
They're gonna can her and bring in Chase.
Yes, be well.
She's been good. She's been good for them so far.
She has, and they've been in the game. Listen. For a team, they're not at the bottom. They're not at complete last, and they've been look at the game, the teams that they've upset that are in the top tier, and look how close they are to me when they lose. You know what I mean? They don't get blown out. Like, they're not playing like, say, Seattle or Connecticut or anything. I just think there's some missing pieces that I want to give her. I want to give her another year, but maybe she won't get it. I don't know.
I don't think she will, Juju. They got new ownership, and they don't play around. The people who own that team.
So MDT, we're gonna visit this. We're gonna revisit, and then you're gonna say, "Oh wow, Juju, you're right. It's another year."
And you're gonna say, "Wow, I didn't think he was cutthroat like that." And I'll say, "Yeah, he is, because that's the same guy who owns the Dodgers."
And hold up. And why did you say Where did you get that information that we got new ownership? You do know that Magic and him are the Dodgers owners, and that
but the
Magic
guy who's
has
making
been there.
decisions isn't Magic.
No,
He's not
no,
the majority owner.
no. Magic said last year, I'm coming back because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, because we've been focusing on winning. As you see, the Dodgers are winning. And when Magic steps over and he gets involved, that's how we won finally with Candace in 2016. He's always been around.
They've already fired some front office people. She's gone. She's done.
But
Juju, here's the thing. If you think that the GM, if you think that the front office is making these moves,
who are you saying the owners are? Is what you're saying.
The front office.
I'm not saying who's in the front office. Name the names. Front office is not the owners.
They're interim. I don't even know who they are.
I don't know. I don't know, Juju. My point is, if they are making moves, changing the roster,
because that's why Sydney is making the decisions over in
I'm talking about the Sparks.
You are talking about the Sparks.
Let me land my plane, Juju. You arguing, you don't even know what I'm about to say.
No, I don't. But what I'm saying is, I want to make it clear. You bottled me in and to say that I'm saying it's like that everywhere, and all I'm saying, I'm not saying.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the Sparks. I ain't talking about anybody else but the Sparks. And what I'm saying is, if the Sparks are making decisions and roster moves that the coach is not a part of, then the writing is on the wall. The coach is out. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so let me read this to you, because MDT, I stand corrected. Yes, in the Sparks front office has recently changed. Front office, not the guy from what I feel from the Dodgers. Los Angeles Sparks have Stacey Johns as the president. She was named that in April of 2026, and oversees the organization and executive level. Then Reagan got fired, right? I thought Reagan got fired. Okay, so Reagan's no longer the GM. That's the GM that left, and the Sparks recently parted ways with her. I remember that. Zach is assistant GM, research and development. He currently sharing interim, and I think you mentioned that MDT GM.
I did.
And then Nate Nielsen, assistant GM, strategy and insights. He's also sharing interim GM duties with Knowlton. And then Danielle Robinson, which Bay Area, she's from my Central Coast section, played for Oklahoma. She was an assistant. She's now moved to director of scouting. And yes, she is the former WNBA guard, Danielle Robinson. If you guys don't know her, you should. Elaine Hauser, vice president of operations and player relations for the Sparks. I think I heard of her. Sed Everett is director of player development. Amanda Miller, operations and video specialist. Lynn Roberts is the head coach. She works closely with the basketball operations group, although she isn't technically the GM. The big story is the GM opening, which we now have. Departure means that Knowlton and Nielsen are running the basketball side on an interim basis until I guess we find a GM. I think that's hurting us not having a GM. I think it says, if you're asking because because you're thinking about who could be next GM, but I don't know. I think they're going to be looking for a GM before they look. But then again, GMs like to choose their coach, huh?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, right. I got you.
That's the key.
And I wouldn't even make this argument if they didn't change ownership in the last
year. Don't say
two.
Ownership. You keep talking about. You want to find out
because it matters, Juju. That's why I keep saying it.
But listen, I didn't say anything. Let me go do that research, because you keep bringing it up, and you could be right, but we weren't even talking about ownership. This is not ownership. These people don't own the team.
Yeah, so that's front office.
That's front office. That's a difference. So let me ask: has
the owners are part of the front office?
No.
Yes, they are.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
But
no. Yes and no.
Right. Yes, they are absolutely part of the front office.
As an owner, like, you're a part of everything the team does. So of course they're part of it, but it's different because they actually own the team, and the front office is, like, it's different.
How about this? Is this a good question? Has the ownership changed for the Sparks recently? You want me to say it like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah, say that.
All right, so let's see. Let's see if MDT smart guy. What he made. The answer is no. The
The
Sparks
answer is
themselves.
yes.
Okay,
Man,
can I just hold up? Can I just read it though, MDT? Can I just read it? No, the Sparks themselves have not recently been sold to a new ownership group. Mark Walters, who I've known is in this position for years, remains a controlling principal. He's the principal owner of the Los Angeles. He has been part of the group that acquired the Sparks in 2014. What did change, and this is maybe what he might be talking about if you get
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, you know what? Go ahead. You know what, MDT, say it, and then I'm gonna read it because I know about the Dodgers and Mark Walters, but I'm gonna let you say what you're saying, then I'm gonna read it. What are you saying?
Well, because he became majority owner in last year, which means he was a minority owner before. Now he's making the decisions. The same thing happened with the Dodgers and the Lakers.
Okay, stop right there. Did I not say that he became the principal, not majority, principal owner, principal meaning majority, principal main guy in 2014? What did change is important though. Walter became, there we see. Let me read it. So he said majority, everybody. He said majority. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. He said the majority. So let's see what this means. Walter became the majority owner of the Lakers, of the Los Angeles, He became the majority owner of the Los Angeles Lakers in late 2025, which is last year, of the Lakers. And he now has controlling interest in the Lakers, Dodgers, and Sparks. I knew that, which creates a much more unified structure for us down in LA, right? So there's a difference. Controlling, but he's the majority for owner of the Lakers. You didn't say that, but that we know that in LA. And then we are already seeing signs that he is affecting. This is where I think he's going, MDT. We're seeing signs that he's affecting the Sparks. In April, the Sparks hired Stacey Johns as president, with reporting specifically describing the move as an effort to create more synergy between Walters, Sparks, Lakers, and Dodgers. So Stacey was brought in as the president to bring in more synergy with Walters, because Walters has control of the Sparks, Lakers, and Dodgers. So if you're noticing, Sparks suddenly seem to be cleaning house and restructuring, which I know MDT, you're saying that, right?
That's exactly what he's saying.
You're on to something. The new president in April. There's a new president in April, right? Stacey Johns, I guess. GM is out. Basketball operations and reorganizations are underway. That's not a new Sparks. That's not a new Sparks owner. It looks more like Walters becoming more directly involved, influential in how the Sparks are being run. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
There's another development from just yesterday involving a special advisor to Mark and the Spark that makes this even interesting. They didn't say who though, because he needs help. He can't just jump in because the WNBA to me works differently than the NBA and the Sparks and how they run the Dodgers. So it's like a collective thing. It's like it sounds like you're saying that he gets to make all the decisions. He's the principal owner
with his franchise. Yes, yeah, he can.
And that nobody's, and we're saying no, it's not. Maybe what you're saying is everybody's going to come in and work together, talk about it, but he makes the final decision. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that he
doesn't include anybody. You're saying he doesn't include anybody. He just makes the decision.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is a guy. When it comes time to make changes, he doesn't worry about what was there before. He'll put in people to make those changes. So it's a cultural thing for him. So if it's not working, you're not winning. He's more than willing to make those sorts of changes.
And that's everybody does that, and you should be like that.
Yes, that's true. But certain franchises won't do that. And this guy is willing to do that.
But I think he's also willing to work with a special advisor.
He is. And the special advisor will report to him. And if things aren't going the way he wants it to, things happen.
Of course, you gotta go. You're fired.
Yep. And you look what happened this year with firing a GM in the middle of the season. That's a little odd.
So what I was
I
saying
agree.
is, so let me say what I was gonna say about what I'm feeling that Magic's part. So in 2000 okay, so this is very important, but there's an important distinction between influence and control. Magic has been part of the Sparks ownership group since 2014 when Mark came along. When he and Mark group stepped in, because I remember I said they worked together over there with the Dodgers, and stepped in and bought the franchise at a time when his future in Los Angeles was uncertain. Magic is essentially the high profile face, we knew that, and an influential partner of the ownership group. He brings enormous basketball credibility, Los Angeles connection, sponsorship, marketing value, relationships across professional sports. But Mark is the principal controlling owner. So Magic doesn't have the unilateral authority to hire a GM or fire executives or make trades. And this is where my question gets interesting. When we were discussing, Walter and Magic have been business partner for years. That's what I do.
That's true too.
And including with the Dodgers, and Magic strongly supported Walter taking control over the Lakers. So with the Sparks now changing leadership, new president, GM change, basketball operations being reorganized, Magic could have significant influence in conversations about the direction of the franchise, even though Walter ultimately holds the controlling parts. So when I said that Magic said, I'm going to step in, I'm going to get my hand, basically get dirty and find out, that's what I'm saying. So two things can be true, but you're just saying, yeah, but he's going to flat out make, okay, that's fine what you're saying, but hear me when I'm talking about Magic. You can't just say that Magic has no influence. So Marcus ultimate
he has influence, but that Mark Walter guy is
okay. That's fine. He has the ownership power. He has the ultimate, is what you're saying. I'm saying Magic has influential ownership partner, the public face. Stacy's the president, organizational leadership, basketball operations, GM, front office personnel. But your guy is exactly what you said. And Magic is exactly what I said. So it's kind of like, in Chicago, they hired, I think there's a black woman, right? And
yeah,
you guys talk about Jeff. I think she was like for Live Nation. There's certain people, how the commissioner, she was good in another, she was over DeLittle or something like that, but she don't know nothing about basketball, right? She don't know how things blah 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 run. But I think, but your guy is like probably like the ultimate businessman. You know what I mean? But then Magic is like the credibility when it comes to basketball, but he doesn't get to make the decisions about a general manager.
And to your point, Magic is also involved with the Dodgers, face of the franchise, that sort of thing.
You know that. I said that. True. I said that, right? Those two have been together since the Dodgers.
Yes.
And yes, that's what I said from the get-go. I know this because I'm here. So what I'm saying is those two came in 2014, and it took us 2 years to win after that. Now they were, because what Magic was saying was like they were busy building up the Dodgers, and you see what we've done, with Oshani Betts and everybody, and I can't remember the other guy's name, the guys on the team. And so they were all over there, and then we started kind of like going downhill. And so then now your guy and Magic are back involved. So that came, and just in 2025, you said?
Mm-hmm. That's when he became the controlling or principal.
Yeah, that's what. And trying to get and making moves. That's why I was thinking like, but part of the move could be what you're saying. Well, we're going to get rid of her, or part of it could be like, let's give her a couple more years, and so that's where we land. Let's see what happens. Like Jacob is trash. Other people, I don't know what the group says. You think she's trash? I think she's not so much trash. Do I want her to coach Juju Watkins? I'm not sure.
No, I don't want her to coach Juju. No, I'm sorry.
But who do I want? Who do I want? Who do I want? I don't know. I don't know who's out there. You know what coach I really like? Because this is who could coach
UCLA.
Who? What?
The UCLA coach.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. Crazy.
Man, he was trying to raise bait right there.
You trying to piss us off now. Corey Close She is not better
I
than.
heard she's got an out clause in her contract. If she goes to the W,
I
she
don't
can leave early.
care. She
That's
ain't
why I
coming
said
to
it.
the. She ain't doing no damn sport. She's not better than my coach. No.
I just
Corey,
heard her name.
no.
Wasn't trying to make anybody mad. I didn't know.
No. Corey Close, no.
Corey
No.
Close good where she at, man.
She's good where she's at. She's in a great spot.
She just won a
But
national championship.
Well,
she
how
just
about
won
your-
yes. My
How about
coach,
USC's coach?
no, we haven't won yet. No,
No.
she's got
She still got
unfinished
unfinished
business.
business. She still got unfinished business at
Hell
USC.
yeah, she is building a dynasty. Are you kidding me? You know what? Maybe when you start watching, and then you start, because you're really good at digging and doing research. And
What's going on now?
You'll start to see the trajectory of like how can I explain this if you don't know? Like why would Gottlieb walk away after she just acquired 1, 2, 3 out of the last 4 years, 3 number 1 picks, and she's going after Kalina. We want Sydney Savory. We got another. No, we got too much talent, bro. You're not leaving. But the young lady Hodges, I think Hodges will. Tell me what you guys think. Monica,
Yeah,
I
from
think she'd be
Connecticut.
good.
From Connecticut.
But I think she would make a good comments coach. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right.
But do you think she will step out of the assistant role and become the comments coach?
I think so. If I was her, I'd do it.
Yeah, of course.
Because I've watched her from an arrival, and I've seen her coach a few times when the coach was gone from Connecticut, and I love the way she talks to the girls and her mindset and how she gets them. Like who she was coaching this. Who was the team? This guys she had Phantom. Who does she have?
Believe
She
so.
had Phantom,
It was
the best
Phantom.
team in the league. That was the best team in the league last season.
And she was amazing.
Man, she was coaching the hell out of them.
She was coaching the hell out of him.
She was the coach for Phantom.
Yes.
She
and
was.
I used to watch her and her sister play. I know both of them. I used to watch them play. Her and her sister played ball. I think her sister actually played for the Comets. So I think there's a story there, and I think she'd be a great coach, guys. Noe Quinn, by the way. Do you know this, Jacob? You know Noe went over to UCLA,
yeah,
right?
I saw it. I saw people bragging about it. I thought they still ain't gonna beat USC though. So we good.
All right, question.
That's not a brag. That's not a brag, Jacob. They lost everything.
Jay, NDT. You're talking about Lynn Roberts, but tell me what you think. Is Tyler Marsh's time up?
Yeah. Oh, he's gone. He should be gone.
Man, his time should be man.
I'm with Jacob on that.
Time up, then
hey, that's B. Will's twin. That's B. Will's twin. They both trash.
Oh, cut it out. Cut it out, Jacob. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Hey, B. Will, I'm just joking with you, my God. I'm just joking with you.
Okay. You know what? I gotta be honest with you guys. The only team to me, and it helped me on it. Maybe I'm wrong. That is kind of underachieving. They just look like, oh my God, poor little thing. They have no hope. Is Phoenix? I see future in Seattle. Okay, all right.
Phoenix, yes, they disappointed me. That's my most disappointed team because we didn't really expect Seattle to. Seattle wasn't really trying to win. So
that was another one of my misses, by the way.
As far as Phoenix,
nice,
that's very disappointing.
Takes a heck of a minute.
Hey, hold on, Jay. I remember you said to me, "Oh, the Mystics ain't gonna make the playoffs." I said, "Yes, they are." You said, "Man, you're stupid."
Just like that. He said it just like that, Jacob.
Man, you know Jacob like to twist words.
Okay.
Man, you said the Mystics weren't going to make the playoffs.
I didn't think the Mystics was going to make the playoffs because I thought they was too young. But
I thought they were.
Yeah.
Once I seen how they was playing with each other, how connected they was.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, they got a chance. And a lot of teams have been disappointed this season.
Jay, I said the other night to you, every single player, young or not, has come from powerhouse winning programs in college.
True.
That is a difference maker. It's a real UCLA, Notre Dame, Iowa, Ole Miss, USC, Stanford,
Kentucky.
Who's Kentucky?
Georgia A. Moore.
Oh, yeah, Virginia Tech, Kentucky. Yes.
Yeah.
Who else did I miss?
Who else?
These are like, I mean, she's coming out of the SEC no matter what.
I think you're about right.
Would
I
you
think
count
you trust
Louisville in that
everything.
conversation or no?
Did I cook who?
Louisville.
Who's Louisville?
Who's Louisville?
Cody. Cody.
No,
Cody,
she's Ole Miss.
no.
Ole Miss.
No, Cody didn't play for them.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
said
You're right.
Ole
You're right.
Miss.
Yeah.
She's
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yeah. My bad.
And then Lucy is Villanova to
In Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then Rory is out of the big Texas. You know, I mean, she's not
Yes,
playing right now.
Hey, shout out Vic Schaefer for somehow getting Roy Harmon into the third round.
You got two Notre Dame players, and you got 3 UCLA players.
Yeah.
Like, these are, I seen it. The writing was on the wall. Like, and you might get Hannah and Doc. I don't know. You might get.
They might get Juju. They might get Juju if she comes out.
Did you hear what he said, Juju?
They
What did he
could.
say? What did he say?
He said
Hey.
Juju to Washington.
Wait.
That's what he just said.
Well, yeah, that was something that was for a long time. Before this year's draft, it was Juju to Washington. Then I seen her Temple. It was Temple or Washington. Yeah.
I thought you were pulling strings.
Please,
to
no
get over
Tempo.
Sparks.
Hell no! Hell no!
Here's the thing about Washington.
Juju had the inside track. She's working it behind the scenes to get her the sparks.
Here's the thing about the Mystics. Here's the thing about the Mystics that people might be missing is that, like, you had a young and turn, right? They got a bunch of young players,
I don't think
but
it's
you
young
have to
and
remember
young something else.
young hoes. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That Mystics team isn't brand new this year, so people, Citron and Kiki got all the hype and everything. It was Kitron, right? But it always should have been Shakitron. That's what it really is. It's been Shakitron for 2 years, right? Shakira was balling last year too, and Lucy Olsen was on that team, and Georgia A. Moore was in that locker room, so they got chemistry, right?
True.
And so they're bought in with the coach, and they're bought in together, and so everybody that brought in just fell into place.
Yeah, and they got rid of Dave Milburn, Brittany, and the kid that Shug.
Which they should have kept.
Also, you guys forgot Big Mama left too.
Steph
Dolson, Steph Dolson, yeah. But because they were going young, right? But they should have kept Shug. They should have kept Shug. They should have. So here's the thing. I mean, let me rephrase that. Shug got picked up in the expansion draft, but once Portland released her, they should have picked Shug back up because Shug worked with that four. They were cooking last year, dog. Shug worked with that.
I mean, when she left, and she was playing good wherever they sent her to. She was playing good. Okay, let me introduce myself, Marcus. I'm not familiar with Marcus and C-Man. Welcome, you guys. I don't think I've met you guys before, but welcome to the chat. You are watching Everybody Loves Juju 1-2 Talk Soup with
Juju to the Sparks.
My guests, MDT, Brooklyn, B. Will, Jay, Jacob. All say hello. If you
What's good.
If you guys have not hit the like button or subscribe button, please do, because my goal is
make sure y'all doing
900.
In hype.
Hey, hold on. We gotta have speaking of Notre Dame, we gotta have a Nia Ivy conversation, because what the hell was that fumble the year prior, the last season, that she failed to get that team into the Final Four? Can we talk about that, please, real quick? Because how do you have Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles, Maddie Whitbell, Sonia Cintron, Kate Koval, Cassandra Prosper? How do you have all those girls and still fail to make the? Oh, thank you, B-Real. My bad. How do you fail all that? How do you fail?
You got to think
Touchdown
about it.
Jesus was out of the office that day.
Hey, but you got to think about it, Jacob. I mean, like all pieces don't fit, even though the names sound good.
Mhm.
Man, and Jay, let me ask you this: then why didn't the Gottlieb get all the shit when she couldn't get the team into the Elite Eight with Kiki and them? Why did Linda get all the shit?
Wait. Slow
Man,
down, brother. Slow down. Don't.
wait.
He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. We got into the Elite Eight.
Y'all got into the Elite Eight.
Oh, my bad. The Final Four. My bad.
And what year are you referring to?
The year Juju got hurt. I'm saying like, I'm talking about the
You just
outside.
said it. You just said it.
You
Juju
just said
got
it.
hurt.
Juju got hurt.
Look,
So
as a coach,
I
what I'm
think
supposed
you
to do when my best player go down in the
exactly.
biggest moment.
Now, the
you
biggest
know,
disappointment for me, although we overachieved, but it still would hurt my heart, was that we lost to a 3rd seed, UConn. However, he's got the experience. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But he had a lot of. We were about to take people that none of them have gone that far, except for Lindsay, my coach. My bad. Hit the button and jumped on another. No problem.
Look, I ain't gonna lie.
You're in, Brooklyn. You're in.
All right, my bad.
Shout out to all the UConn fans, but if USC had Juju, they would have beat y'all ass.
Absolutely, and we would have moved on and got UCLA. You guys do know that when we went to the Big Ten, right? We won the regular season, and then Coach Gottlieb was Coach of the Year. So then we get to the Big Ten championship, and freaking UCLA. Well, rightfully so, because the only people that had beat them this year was us. So basically had to play. Ohio State just sat down. Literally, Cody was a mess. I mean, they had 2 games, you guys, that they barely had to play while we were struggling. We had to fight Indiana. We had to beat off Michigan. And this is back to back. And then we go to face them. So we get out and we're winning by 8. We're just doing our usual, kicking their ass. So we kicking their ass. And then shout out to Corey Close and UCLA. Whatever adjustment they made when they came back, it was like, wait a minute, hold up. It was like we took our foot off the gas. And then we tried to come back. And we did. Juju gets a foul. She was about to send Juju down, even though it was like 45 seconds, a minute, or whatever. I was like, Juju don't play like that. Juju come back into the game. She guards the inbound. She steals the ball and scores. So it's a few seconds on the clock. Avery decides to foul instead of like going for the ball. She thought like, let me foul immediately and send him to the free throw. But no, Avery, there's not enough time to do it that way. Not blaming her, but I wouldn't have, that's not the move. You know what I mean? That wasn't really the move to do that.
Rookie mistake.
And so we're only down at this point, I don't know, 3 points. And then they get to the free throw, make them. And that's how we probably lost by 5. But technically it was really like 3. So we knew with rest in between, like we're going to go, like we would have faced UCLA in the Final Four. That was the commission. That was the goal. And the next problem was we beat the undefeated number 1 team in the nation. How the hell do you make us you know how rare it is to be a top seed 4 that goes further into the championship? It's only been a few teams in the history to do that. How did we get the 4th spot? How? And you got Dawn and them playing freaking Texas again, just like we would have played UCLA again. And it's like, that's why this year the rules have changed. No more finagling. They're going strictly, I would want to explain this a little better than I'm going to do it, but they're going strictly by your records. No more like, well, I think that they should play them and they should play them and then do this and do that. You can't touch it like that anymore. How the chips fall is how they fall. Period. And so,
right.
Because they said, oh, this is what Don was upset. Don was upset, rightfully so, because you said that you were going to consider the strength of schedule. So she felt that her strength of schedule, which it was the best of the nation. So why is she not the overall seed? And I'm like, Don, stop pushing it. You got your ass beat by UCLA. Then you got your ass beat by Texas. Then you got your ass beat by UCLA, UConn. UCLA first, then Texas, and then UConn. So no, you're not going to be the overall seed. You understand what I'm saying? But her point was, what's the weight? What's the percentage? What is the percentage? Because you got the power rankings, you got the net rankings, and so her point. So how do you change the rules mid go? Because if the rules were the way you said strength, then it would have been done in South Carolina number one, despite. And because you're losing, you're getting your ass kicked UCLA by us constantly. Like we won series home, the home and away game. So I'm so sick of how they do things, guys. Like make up your mind, and that's why I think that Gino realizes it's like, Gino, between you and Kim Mulkey and these freaking church games that you play in regular season, and then you're
We know how
playing
that is.
in non-conference, and then we're over here we're over here getting beat up. Like, listen, my Big Ten it's not easy, and because Maryland, we have to face Maryland. We went to Maryland. Juju and Kennedy at the end found out, right? It was crazy because we were on the road, and then the fires happened in Los Angeles, and Juju's family had to. It was a lot going on. We did behind the scenes, guys, and so Maryland. So we was up there. We had to play Maryland, and I think we had just dropped something. It was crazy. Iowa or some shit that happened with the Caitlin Clark thing, but basically,
I remember that, man.
Yeah, we were like, and it was like, wait, man. What? We would never lose to you again, and so. Basically, that same Maryland team, you guys were struggling to beat. Remember that? And then you got to Duke, and technically, Shakira Austin. I don't know why you had Toby Fournier on the bench, but technically, Duke,
Shakira Austin lost them that game, man.
She
Shakira
lost
that
game.
You got coached bad.
But she made dumb decisions. It wasn't even that. South Carolina had no business being in the finals because literally Duke, you were there. You had oh my gosh, even Brenda Freeze was taking that team to the limit. So I was like, you know what? I did give Don credit. I was like, God dang, Don, you did that because you shouldn't have been in the finals.
Yeah,
and it was hell no, and it was evident that you shouldn't because you didn't even watch what we did to UConn. You didn't even watch anything that we had done because for you to get blown out again, and we played them without Juju. I tell you the story all the time, and literally only lost by 14. But how the hell do you go there? And that's why I think the ecosystem was all messed up because if we would have never had to do it the way we did it, because I would have rather go across the country, bring Texas maybe over this way. I don't know, but I'll go. We wanted to go that way. Honestly, that Don should face maybe Don should have faced maybe eventually you would have faced UCLA or something again, because I really thought you guys needed to get your get back, because personally I feel like you look different in November than you're gonna look in February, March.
Of course, I think that's what people be missing. Like at the beginning of the season, these teams are not going to be the same come postseason time. These teams are going to be different.
That's what you hope. That's what you hope for.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping for. But that all depends on if your team get better and if they're gelling well.
Absolutely. But I could never. I mean, those of you who are diehard, know everything about your Gamecock. I could not understand for the life of me. And I guess I could because I could see what you guys were missing. But I was like, okay, so the first time you played UConn, I was like, okay, maybe, yeah, okay, all right, I don't know. Some wires were crossed or something, I don't know. But then you get to the big stage again. And the crazy thing about it, and Jacob know how I feel about this because of how people get on my coach's ass. But how do you get to the finals twice?
I was one of them.
And get your ass kicked twice. And you still talk about Gottlieb, but you're the one with all the All-American, all the McDonald, All-American, all of this and all of that. But nobody's questioning Don and her job. But you're going to question little old Gottlieb and what we're doing over here. We're just trying to get where y'all got to get. But yes, she got to go. And then Miss D let it slip. She in a big, huge argument, me and her, she was like, well, you got the generational talent. like Cheryl Miller. I said, first of all, Cheryl Miller did not do that by herself. Let's get it straight. Juju was literally like, she did not have the talent that Cheryl had, even though I stand by her being a generational talent. You will see what I mean when you see it. These hopefully next 2 years or 1 year, whatever it's going to be. She really is her. She really you don't have a freshman score 920 points for nothing. You don't have a freshman come in and be the number 14 of Kiki and Cambry and score 51. You just don't do that. Oh well, Michaela Blake scored 50 twice. I don't give a damn, but she didn't beat no top team. Okay, you understand? Like, she's different. She's real different. Everybody knows. Don knows it. Everybody knows it. Okay, so take Juju out of the scenario. We have a great team, but they were young. Kennedy was a freshman. Avery's a freshman. K9's a freshman. Tebow and Kiki are transplants coming over to us. And the only really person that, you know what I mean? Like, give that woman credit.
Look, Juju different. We get it. But yeah, for her to do what she did with that team, it is kind of, because I don't think a lot of people expected. I don't think a lot of people expected USC to make it that far.
No.
Jay, let me say something real quick, and then I'll let Jay go. Jay, we were also ranked 6th in the Pac-12 that year, and we made it to the championship.
Yeah, see that
and won it.
And Juju played like, hey, Juju, and one thing, Juju scored less than 10 points, and we still won by double digits.
The only time, because she focused on stopping her, but we had seniors that held it down, and they got down. Mackenzie Forbes, Kayla Davis, Rhea wasn't a senior.
But she was an upperclassman.
Yeah,
but look, just off of USC winning the Pac-12 championship alone,
it was a fight,
overachieving. That's overachieving. It was a
fight. We had to go double overtime to beat the team that finally wins that won the championship. We've been facing. That's why I'm telling you,
guys. I'm gonna call it a night. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, who are these people joining? Could you guys come in the chat first and introduce yourself before you come on the channel to the stage, and who you represent, and are you truly a basketball fan? Because it's late at night and we get trolls. Is that fair, guys? How to put that?
No, you good.
No, that's
correct.
Definitely fair. I get what you're saying.
Hello, my name is Little Taylor Sean. Yeah. Now we wouldn't troll. We just looking for play. You want to talk about basketball?
Who's
your team? Who's your team?
Who are these people?
Thunder. We're talking college basketball.
Oh, these are trolls. Don't let them up, please.
Are they?
They left. Florida Gators men's basketball and so forth.
No, they don't know what we're talking about.
But listen, even though we revisited stuff, MDT, you got enough information. You're absorbing it, and it's all gonna come together. It's all gonna come together for you, because we talked about all the things that were happening before Jew went down, and she had an incredible season. And trolls will say, "Oh, she got the no." The National Player of the Year is already decided before you
when
go
is the first game
into the March Madness
for USC?
November 2nd.
Fantastic. Okay.
We're gonna play.
I'll definitely be tuning in. Can't wait to see Juju back on the court, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Just her movement and how she moves and how she plays, and just the fact that I'm just looking forward to like seeing her and Jazzy together.
Yeah, her and Jazzy. That's together.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, like it's gonna be so fun, guys. Like I'm just so excited. And what else? Okay, that's November 2nd in Vegas. I'll be there. We talked about that, DT.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if there's a game in between, guys, but I think I saw the Gamecock. I think you guys are going to Paris, play Maryland,
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
and then I think you're going to play North Carolina, then us. Did I see
Yeah,
that right?
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh
I'm
wow.
surprised y'all
I
playing
can
South
double
Carolina,
check
Jay,
for you.
because they're not even like
North Carolina.
North Carolina. My
Yeah,
bad.
North Carolina. North Carolina.
I'm surprised y'all
North Carolina has Kate,
Hartwing.
Oh, our non-conference schedule ain't no joke.
and I
We know
think
that.
Emily Skinner. Am I right? Isn't Emily Skinner on the North Carolina B Will?
I thought she was on Duke.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Is
Did I
she
see
on
that
North
wrong?
Carolina?
I don't
I
know.
can't even remember.
I can't remember.
She's on
But
one of those two teams though.
North Carolina, I know is not a. They got somebody. I know they got who I just said, Kate. I feel like okay, but this is really interesting, Jacob, for them to travel abroad, and in 13 days you're gonna face us, but you put a game in between. So I want to see if Gottlieb is going to put a game in between before we fly out to the Gamecocks.
Hey, Drew, you know what's funny? People were telling me, well, South Carolina got the better coach between the head coaches. I say, okay, fine, but I'm gonna say this: can Don Staley try to outcoach Bess Burns on the defensive end? That's what I want to know.
Mm,
That's what I
Probably
want to
not.
know.
interesting.
Cause I don't trust no damn Juliet Law or whatever the hell her name is. I don't trust her.
Kadisha Sessions, Jolene Law,
Man, Khadijah Sessions ain't shit.
Deli, and then you got Lisa Boyer, and then you have Dawn. It's a lot of experience up there.
Deli? Oh
But
hell no.
I
I mean,
don't
out
know
of
what
experience in like, of course you'll pick South Carolina because they've won recently. Like the
Right.
casual fan do that, but
I mean,
if you
no. In
actually look
terms
at
of
the
coaching, we were just talking about coaches, like.
right,
But if you look at if you
track
dig in and
records,
track records and you look, Coach Gottlieb is
it's
like
not
percentage
far
wise,
off.
it's right there. It's not far off. But I get where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like the casual fan, they'll say, "Oh, it's Don Staley. They've won the championships in recent years." So of course, a casual fan will say Don Staley. But if you, like you just said, if you look back at history and their track records, it's really not far off.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. And it's not. It's really not far off. And like I said, I still like. I remember I was on a panel. I think Jacob was cracking up. I had all the brothers coming at me. Right by the end of the conversation, they all understood where. And did you know what? Juju and them probably would have won that year when I was finished with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it really like the way those pieces fit, and how K9 and Avery were developing and finally understanding Trojan ball, and TiVo was even getting her groove on, and Kiki was getting rolling. Man, it was. If you look in the eyes of what's her name, Paige, and you look at AZ was better the second half than she was when we played her in December because her knee was better. But she couldn't do nothing with us. Paige couldn't guard. There was nobody to guard you. And the fact that Rhea finally started to get what we needed her to do, which was, could you take the free throw shot? Can you take the shot from the middle of the game? She had 23 points, 10 rebounds. Like, she cooked without you there. And Sarah Strong was Sarah Strong doing Sarah Strong things, but Kiki was like, I'm Kiki Irvin. And Coach G was like, I'm done looking up to you as my mentor. I can do this. I'm going to outcoach you, and I'm going to put my adjustments. I'm going to put my players out here. And first of all, with the thing about Juju, I knew that if you got her to the point where she gets to the out of the Elite Eight into the Final Four, and she only has one game to get to the finals, there's nothing in that woman's mind that's going to stop her. She's a killer. That's all. That's all I was gonna say. There was nothing gonna stop her. And UCLA, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to stop us when we was rolling. And you go back and watch the games, you'll see what I mean. We had Coach Corey pulling their hair out on the sidelines.
Yeah. I remember that. I'll never forget that. That was funny.
She
Corey
was
Cook
jumping
was on the
up the
sideline
court,
losing it.
losing it.
I remember
Absolutely.
one time, who was it on Juju where she just shot the three in her face and Corey
Yeah,
Cook
and
was trying
turn
to tell her
around.
to get up?
Yeah.
Man, there wasn't nothing she could do about that.
It was like, and then Shania Barker actually looked into and damn near gave her like she gave her like props, like, oh my God, like I did everything to stop you, and I couldn't. And then London looked over like, what the hell you want me to do?
Yeah, London was like, man, I don't know what you want
It's
me to
like,
do right there, coach.
first of all, why would Corey? This is why I'm like, why would you give Juju single coverage? Why?
Hey, I would like to know that too. She thought putting Kiki Rice on her would work,
Nah.
but no.
She did. She put Kiki, she put Gabriella, she put
I think
Janiyah Barker, she put
Yeah.
Dudley,
She
she
tried
put
everything.
London, she tried every single, but she never put a combination of. Now, I will say two times Lauren got her Juju real good because Juju had no legs, and she tried to go down the middle, and Lauren blocked the shit out of her. One at home and then one in the Big Ten, but you bounced like sprung right back up. Like, wait, what? Like she wanted to foul, but I'm like, I don't know, Ju. Looked like she just got ball, maybe your hand a little bit, but she stuffed you, And it is what it is. But the crazy part about it all to me was you had to understand, it's like it was a fantastic season, and it cut us. We are looking forward so bad because it's like it cut us so hard and so deep, but we were so proud of them to continue to move on as far as they were doing. And I believe that they could move even one to get the Final Four without her. I really did. I felt like they could. I think we went away from Tebow, who was kind of hot and maybe should have like got that ball, been more of an option for the first time. Because Tebow was like, for a long time, she was like, she didn't understand how we played. Like we don't dribble the air out of the ball. We're not real rigid. Get with it, And she just finally like she got it, and she was stronger. She was cooking. But look, Jay, I know you can still obviously, you can obviously still love your team. You still a gang up, and because we want to play one another, we do. We want to play each other, and if anybody should go to the finals, if it's us, neither one of us want UConn, or LSU or Duke. So let's do this. Like let it be what it is. Let it be how we gonna do it. It's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be fun. But
definitely. If South Carolina don't win it, I would want USC to win it. If any other
and that's
team
what
in the
everybody.
country.
That's so funny because everybody tells me that. Like it's like no, really no love hate. But there's some people. There's some out there that is like delusional.
Yeah, I get you. You know,
Somebody
it's always
told
gonna be
me,
those fans.
yeah, somebody told me we're gonna beat you by 20 points. Did we see what we did? I said last year. Are we really talking?
I'm not going off last year, man.
What are you talking about?
A team with Juju on it is way different. Like
Way different.
That's a generational player. She changes everything about. She changes the coach's game plan, how players reacting on the court,
How you scout, how you guard, how you
She changes everything basically. So I'm not going off of a matchup where the team didn't have their best player. I take the win any day, but I'm not gonna brag about it without a generational player being on the court.
This man B Will sweeping on the call.
Surprised by that.
Okay, well, I guess that's my cue. Juju, Jacob, B Will, Jay.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys again next time. Always a pleasure, Juju.
Sure. We got to get back together for Thursday because I still got one more Jay. You guys, I got hope. I got hope in my Mystics.
Okay, I'll be there.
We'll see. I got hope in them too. I think they can get it. I bet they can pull it out.
Okay, Jay, why are you always switching every time you're on Juju's panel and everybody else's panel? Why are you always switching?
How?
Man, you say, oh, this team gonna win this game, the other team's gonna win this game. Come on,
I'm saying
man.
I think the Mystics they can pull it out. They already beat the Aces before this season.
Oh yeah,
Man.
we have.
Okay, guys. I'll
Okay.
see you next
All
time.
right. All right, Jacob, Jay.
Bye, everybody.
All right, y'all.
Bye. Take
Bye,
care.
chat.
Good night.
Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 12.